talk about some Lolita fashion and J fashion, not just Lolita, but also some J fashion. Just like maybe some surface level stuff, maybe some deep. I have no plans about how this is gonna go. I have no direction, no plan. Just a bunch of things pulled up all at once. I'm sure my brain will start to work eventually. But meowdy, how is everyone? Let me see, let me look. Oh, Golden Cream is our first victim. Meowdy, Golden Cream. Meowdy. Thank you. This is my specialty. Very atelier perio gothic Lolita fit that I'm wearing. I'll back up and show it a little bit more. It's one of my, it's not worn very often by me. It's a special outfit, you know? Meowdy Golden Cream, Meowdy Thrill, Meowdy Summertime, Meowdy Thirsty, Meowdy Excellent. Yes, it's Malice Miser with mono. So you can't see my full outfit too much. I'm gonna be with the band real quick. Just gonna be with the band real quick, but this is my outfit. It's gonna be really in Internet Archives, Lolita video content. A lot of just like, yeah, it's gonna get a little old school for some of this stuff, you know? I honestly have no like talking direction for any of this today. I just have whims. I have whims going with me right now. Well, it would be interesting to do a tea party with them, to say the least. But, Meowdy King's Eye. Meowdy. I feel like I have to like stretch my voice a little. I have to warm up my voice a little bit. I remember. Wait. Yes. Welcome, Kyoko. Hold on. Let me see if I can remember. Let's see. Hold on. This is a throwback. Hold on. I don't know if I can find this old video. Damn it. It's not gonna pop up. Other vocal warm-ups pop up. I haven't really warmed up my voice in a while. I've been kind of slacking. And lacking on that. Meowdy Nucky. Maybe it's not the best thing to pull up Venus Angelic. I just like desperately want to find one of her old videos where she's going like and like massaging her face as she does this. And just the thing is, well, yeah, maybe we'll save Venus Angelic as an afterthought if I can get a little bit of buzz in my brain. But that's actually not our focus right now. Let me actually put on some background music. Maybe let's just put on some city pop in the background to start. Or how about 3 hours of fantasy synthesizer music by Questmaster Dungeon Sith RPG gaming music vaporwave. You know that classic genre. The classic genre, right? Also, let me have my blood bag. Oh. Yes, Monosama with their brand Muy Mente is Muy is very good. Okay, I think this is gonna be our background music for now. How's the volume on it? Is it pretty decent? I just need some sort of background sound while we do other things, you know? You know? Also, I'm looking at my filter from my small screen, and it looks really funky right now. I hope it looks nice enough. I hope you enjoy it enough. Yes, Shiny Lime, you can be my precious blood bag if you want. until you're empty, and I'm gonna have to toss you in the trash. But hopefully I will never empty you. Hopefully I'll never drain you dry. Hopefully you'll remain pumping some blood. Yeah, Mona doesn't speak so much. Not so much. Halsey, Muty, welcome. We're just getting started. Everyone needs to start bullying me to do more vocal warm-ups so that I don't sound so gross, because ever since I got sick, I feel like my voice is more grating. Like grating, and I have to smooth it out. Gotta smooth it out. I don't want to sound grating, like for real. Car oil. Oh, at least car stuff smells interesting. Gonna have some car fumes. Thank you, King's Eye. And sometimes I feel like if I haven't talked that much, even though I was like kind of like relaxing my voice after getting sick, I always feel like I start to sound a little grating. Like I just need to like warm up more, you know? Okay, I think this music's good. Riot! Get back in the basement! Go back inside, Riot! How dare you? Get back inside! Yes. I just thought we started looking at some Gothic Lolita Bible and chit-chat about that, you know. We're in the Internet Archives right now. Let me also, can I move this to the side a little bit? Doing things a little bit differently than usual. That way my big old noggin is not blocking everything. I used to play Mechanic Simulator. No! I've never played such a thing. But I have been playing House Flipper. Yachty Pumpkin. This is the very first volume of Gothic Lolita Bible, I believe. And the first page is obviously Mana-sama. Car Mechanic Simulator, no. But I have been playing House Flipper a lot. Yeah. Let me see, where's the best clicking, you played it a lot. Let me see if I can, figure out something for myself a little bit better. Can I just click? Okay, just clicking's fine. So yeah, we're starting off strong. We're just gonna, go through some Gothic Lolita Bibles. We'll go through some street snaps. Got some, like, Lolita videos. Just, like, a lot of, like, random things like that. Because today's topic is Gothic Lolita fashion, EGL, Elegant Gothic Lolita, as well as just some Jfashion in general, but with a heavier focus on Lolita. I like to talk like I have some authority over Lolita, as I am a hag and I wear Lolita. I've been wearing Lolita fashion for... Let me calculate. My first Lolita dress I ever wore was at 13 years old. Back in the day, Hot Topic used to actually be... It's so weird. So back in the day, like, I'm so freaking old. Hot Topic used to act as a shopping service in Japan. It used to be a feature Hot Topic would do for you. And because Hot Topic was also a shopping service for Japanese fashion and Lolita brands, they eventually also started partnering with their usual Gothic brands. Because there were some Gothic brands back in the day that kind of wanted to cash in. Meowdy, Tiny Sips. Meowdy! I'll take a tiny sip for Tiny Sip. How? It seems since my voice is still a little bit weak, so I have lots of liquids next to me, including a naughty liquid. I have a good liquid and a naughty liquid. Which will I pick? Yeah, yes, Chili Line, what's your question? Yeah, Hot Topic used to also... How you take your blood? I can take your blood a lot of ways. If I'm feeling slutty, I'll bite you. If I'm feeling conservative, I'll just get out a syringe. If I'm feeling violent... If I'm feeling ravenous, I've got scissors tied around my neck and, my thigh to take care of the job. No, I'll just teleport behind you, nothing personnel style. Because coming to my stream means you invite me into your space. You invited me in! It was all a scam! How do you feel about being scammed in such a way? You know, when you come to my stream, that's an invite into your place. It's my old hack. They don't want you to know this one simple trick. Internet vampires don't want you to know one simple trick. What is the green box? Huh? Huh? The box? What do you mean? What box? Oh, well. I didn't even notice that popped up. And when I went to adjust, actually that was me adjusting Gothic Lolita Bible. Let me unclick it. That was just me adjusting the Bible. I had to adjust where the Bible was. I have so many tabs open. So when I hover over it, it seems to do that as well. Let me see if I can lock that away from not doing that. Hold on. Can I lock it? Let's see if it lets me lock it. Okay, it locked it. I locked it. Yeah, that was just for adjusting the Gothic Lolita Bible's position. I just had adjusted it. You don't like needles? Okay, I'll just bite you then. I'll keep it simple. What was I saying again? Guys had me distracted. Oh yeah, so back in the day, I was saying Hot Topic used to do shopping services for Lolita fashion brands in Japan. And a lot of the Gothic brands that Hot Topic used to stock would also make their own like replica Lolita dresses based on existing ones, but of like a much lower like quality. And so when I was 13 years old, I would go shopping at Hot Topic, and I saved up all my money because I used to work really hard when I was a young human girl. Way back before I became a vampire, I worked many jobs, and I saved up all my money, and I'll go shopping with my own money. I was quite proud of myself that I could do such a thing, but I ended up buying, what's the name of this Gothic brand? Back when Hot Topic used to, like, actually have clothes and not just a bunch of, like, pop culture toys and plastic. But what was it called? What was the brand again? I even have a picture of me. My mom found a picture of me wearing it. It's like dark burgundy Gothic Lolita dress with cheap black lace. And it was an airline style. What is it called? I think that, hold on, let me see. Hot Topic Gothic brands. I think it was Lip Service or something like that. Let me see. Lip Service Hot Topic. Yes, it's called Lip Service. That was the brand. brand was called Lip Service, and they would make replica Lolita dresses all the time. It was kind of random. Like, I'm also just like, I'm looking on Google right now for some examples. I can't quite find the dress by scrolling the one I had. But I'm seeing a lot of other replica Gothic Lolita dresses. Meowdy Crimicle! Meowdy! Yeah, I had one from Lip Service that was like some sort of replica Gothic Lolita dress. And there's even like, I don't know, they just did a lot of replica dresses. I can't find the one I had, but it was burgundy and black, cheap lace. And that was my technical first Lolita dress ever. And then I didn't get another Lolita dress until I was 18 years old. So my first one was 13, and then my next one was at 18 when I had decided to go on LiveJournal. Back in the day, LiveJournal used to be like heavily used by Lolitas for blogging outfits and connecting with the community, for gossiping, and also for selling dresses secondhand, and also for shopping services too. So LiveJournal was used for a lot of different things like that, but it really kept the culture alive in the early days of internet Lolita like community and fashion. Who's that? That's Monasama from Malice Miser and the creator of Moitié, the Gothic Lolita fashion brand. Oh, you use LiveJournal to get some dojins? See, LiveJournal was really like otaku, weeb, fashion. It was like the central meeting place on the internet for a very long time for this kind of stuff. And I was there. I made an account. I bought a dress that was from this brand, Victorian Maiden. And unfortunately, the dress was slightly too tight for me, so I did not wear it so often. Victorian Maiden is a classic Lolita brand that's really known for skinny maxing. I was pretty skinny back then. I was super mega skinny, but I was not Victorian Maiden skinny maxing skinny, because that had no give, no shirring, very cheap zippers. And let me tell you something, a cheap zipper is a nightmare. It makes you a little nervous about zipping it up. A lot of times, there's dresses that I'll buy where I'm like, ugh, it's a little tight. But I'll take my dresses to a tailor, and I'll just replace the zipper, and it fits perfectly because it adds one extra, like, centimeter to the dress, plus the zipper will be stronger. And so, like, I tend to alter and tailor all my dresses to have better zippers, and that's the cure to everything is a better zipper. Oh yeah, corset definitely. Oh my god, corset for real. Corset fitting is actually ideal in my opinion. Meowdy Sleepy and Meowdy Posky. Yeah, so my first dress was kind of like a knockoff dress from Hot Topic, from Lip Service back in, that's like the origins of me being 13 and wanting to wear Lolita fashion. I remember going to Disneyland when I was like a preteen, and seeing Japanese sweet Lolitas at the park, and asking my mom like, what in the world is that? And she's like, oh, I think that's like Harajuku stuff, because my mom used to live in Japan when I was a kid. My mom, she left me when I was a little kid to go live in Japan, and my mom was like a bartender in Japan for a while. And so she was like quite educated on a lot of that stuff. So it kind of like made the access to all these things for me at a young age, despite the era that I was a young age in. It was like way different for me. And not to say like kids these days have it so much easier, but the yen exchange rate is totally in our favor. And it's like way easier to shop, you know? I can go into like a lot of like minute detail of my early days of the fashion. So true, Pusky. It's like, of course, why wouldn't she? Like, I probably would. If I had a child, I'd be like, bye, child. I'm going to Japan. It's really no big deal. At the end of the day, it's really no big deal. So good. By the way, if you have, like, any questions about the fashion, or even just, like, a history with the fashion, or anything at all, just feel free to ask. That's totally fine. Because the topic is Gothic Lolita and Jfashion, and, like, the internet and IRL culture around it. I'm probably just yap unless someone asks me any questions or engages. Because I could probably, like, yap about this stuff. I don't even know how long I'm gonna yap for. But we'll also have some videos picked out. Yori, Susuhara. Manga unrelated to this topic. When it comes to Lolita fashion and manga, that's very complicated, I would say. Because, like, there's definitely a lot of fashion manga out there. But to highlight what it really feels like to be, like, a Gothic Lolita, first things like Nana and Paradise Kiss are pretty top tier when it comes to just fashion representation in general. It doesn't, like, focus on Gothic Lolita, but in both those mangas, there's plenty of Gothic Lolita fashion. But then there was this book that was published that I showed on Handcam last Sunday, called So Very Pretty, Very Pretty and Very Rotten, or I forgot how the title went. But it's a collection of essays and comics about Jfashion lovers and history and other, like, emotions that go along with it. I'll keep flipping through as I yap. I was forgetting to flip around. We have another mono right here. I love seeing a lot of these early, very Gothic-centric days of the fashion, because a lot of times it's not just Gothic Lolita. We also have Aristocrat style and OG, so got Lolita, OG, and Aristocrat. You'll see a lot of in these, and a little bit of punk too. But as far as manga goes, there's not a lot of Lolita-centric mangas rather than just characters. And a manga, like, you even have Rosen Maiden, which is what my hair is based off, kind of, is Rosen Maiden. Yeah, Black Butler has a lot of Aristocrat and OG. There is Gothic Lolita as well, but Black Butler mostly has Aristo style as well as OG style. OG just literally means prince, and it's the masculine counterpart to Lolita. Aristocrat is definitely very popular. I see this Black Peace Now hat, and this is gonna get it. We'll get into a saga later in regards to a certain Chinese brand called Bodyline and its founder, Mr. Yan. We'll definitely have to talk about that too. Melody Wallace, Melody Maiden. Oh, Maiden Wrath is also a Lolita, by the way. She's also a Lolita, just like myself. Even though I'm a bit lapsed of recent, I've been a little bit more lazy. Melody Smokey. Oh, it's your weakness? I like this music. I like this kind of like dungeon core, easy listening. It's actually how I like to like read to this kind of music, I guess. It's very low, and I didn't want to have like anything too distracting while we're actually talking. But I'm sorry, getting distracted from the question I had from Hexen, or so while there's not like a lot of like Lolita-centric manga, or yes, a lot of manga with Lolita characters, but there is. I'm also always waiting on translations. Lolita manga clothes that I Where Kitai Fukuga Aru? Kitai Fukuga Aru. Sorry, I'm gonna show it to you. Oh, it's disabled for just this one because I'm not pulling through my overlay. I'm pulling through another program. I'm just pulling through another program currently. So it's just the only chat that's gonna be showing up is gonna be through the stream avatars. I'll show you guys a little bit. I don't know how much of this manga is currently translated. The full first volume was never translated at the time that I had been looking it up. Sorry, I don't know what's gonna appear on this like front screen. This is the only manga that I would say is truly about Lolita fashion. Plenty of manga that has Lolita fashion and other J fashions that are trendy and popular. And this is the only one that I would say is truly about the gothic Lolita fashion experience and dressing alternatively, especially at an older age. Let me see if I can pull this open. So I know that this doesn't have any like official translations, but it looks like, oh, Miyori 7th. It looks like someone did do more translations than I had last checked. And this manga goes through this girl at a young age falling in love with Lolita fashion and then growing up into it. But it looks like people actually have been translating this. Yes. Oh, Miyori mostly harmless. Here's the link to it, but let me Kitai. Thank you for the follow, Chillspur. Fuku nga aru. Yeah, I would say this is the only one that truly gives you that experience that I'm aware of. I don't remember what the cover of... I haven't read Rosa Maiden in years. I haven't read Rosa Maiden since, like, I was in high school or something. I think it's literally been since high school. You said volume 5? Oh, yes. So that dress, there's actually been an official, read this. Hold on. Hey, where did that save to? There it is. Yes, this is very beautiful. Very beautiful indeed. If you want to send it to me, I can discuss it. I can discuss that and give my true, brutal, honest opinions. But, actually there has been official Rosa Maiden released dresses from Lolita brands. I can show you guys that too. But they're actually like official good ones. There's been bad ones too. There, oh god, this image is made for ants or something. This is actually a good article to pull up, actually. Let me replace this link. Oh, it did not work! Let me go back. Oh well, there has been an official Lolita dress for that Rosa Maiden outfit. Let me pull that up. This is the one that is from that cover that you're speaking of. An Innocent World, which is a classic Lolita brand. That this girl that's actually the model, her and her sister are both models for this brand. Yeah, I'm answering on the TV. Oh my god. See, you should have listened to her. You should have listened to her, Harmless. It's really good. It's really good. Let me grab that. Let's see. Yeah, there's always chances I might be brutal or like mean about something. But I honestly just have really strong opinions about Gothic Lolita fashion and in general. I feel like I have a pretty good sense of fashion. But it's at the end of the day, opinions are opinions. My brain is gonna be easily distracted, so if I lose track of stuff, just let me know. I was talking about, yeah, no, the Cheryl Lolita pumpkin, is beautiful. It's perfect. 10 out of 10. No changes would be made. It feels like, that just feels like a mixture of, what a Chinese brand would do and old school Baby the Star Shine Bright would do, but mashed together. Because a lot of Chinese Lolita, or just Chinese alternative fashion is so amazing. Actually, China's actually got it way on lock. China's been kind of revitalizing, Gairu fashion as well, and it's so good. Meowdy, Sir Mars. Meowdy, meowdy, meowdy. But, my outfit I'm wearing right now? Okay, hold on. Backing up, backing it up, backing it up. Check out in front of here so you can see it a little bit better. This style is a little slutty for Lolita fashion. You know, oftentimes, Lolita fashion is seen as you have two shapes, A-line and cupcake, and those are the main shapes for Lolita fashion. And oftentimes, Lolita fashion should be modest and go to knee length. However, when Western girls started getting into Lolita fashion, they found that obviously the skirt lengths weren't as long, so oftentimes we'd either just wear the dresses or skirts as shorter and not of appropriate Lolita length, or we would get underskirts to add some length to it, like an inch or two maximum. And then a lot of times, in Gothic Lolita fashion in Japan, girls started seeing that Western girls were doing shorter, and so that ended up becoming very trendy. It ended up becoming very trendy indeed. So then Lolita brand started making their skirts even shorter at one point so that they could emulate Western style. So it just shows you how fashion can, you just influence each other back and forth, And that's the beautiful thing about fashion, is taking inspirations from anywhere and growing it yourself. Never copy, only be inspired. I had to back it up. Yes, I play so much Infinity Nikki. I also used to play Love Nikki a lot. I'm a big Nikki series fan. I play Infinity Nikki every single day. I've never actually played the one that became before I'm blanking on the name. I played Love Nikki back in the day. And there was a game that came before Infinity Nikki, Shining Nikki. I never played Shining Nikki because I was trying to avoid spending my money. But I fell right back into it again when Infinity Nikki came out. Yes. And when you say Western women, let me tell you something. There's lots of controversial topics in regards to Western Lolita fashion, actually. Melody Love Knife. Melody Love. Welcome. Love is also a Gothic Lolita enjoyer. Melody persona. Melody. Thank you. I decided to try to go with kind of a mood. Saw some drama happening on Twitter recently. Please tell me about it. I've tried to fall out of Lolita community stuff because I kind of like, I'm such a hag. I'm an old hag. I'm so tired of Lolita fashion and the youngins. I'm tired of these youngins. Get off my lawn. Get off my Lolita. Just kidding. I don't know. As I've gotten older, I want less and less to do with the actual community in regards to Lolita fashion. I often found that just because you wear Lolita fashion doesn't mean you can be friends or have anything in common with people. There's a lot of girls that actually got into Lolita fashion without ever having like any sense of like true identity or connection to the fashion in a deeper level. But then there's also girls who get into the fashion because microtrends. There's girls who get into the fashion because of anime and video games. And then like, you're not always just gonna have things in common with people, and that's okay. Yeah, my cat ran teaching me the words like that. I like dry K. I think is cute. I think dry K is nice. I also think dry K can be a little boring. There's not a lot of variety. Dry K is kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of one note. Doesn't mean I don't like it. I think it's very cute. However, I do think it's quite limited. It is quite limited, and it doesn't hold my attention the way Lolita fashion does. But also, a lot of dry K brands used to make Gairu and Himigairu and Kogao and like a lot of other styles, and they're seemingly kind of like, Gairu's kind of on the rise again, so I'm excited to see what happens in the future, you know? I promise I'm not being a total hater. I'm not being a total hater. Only like 2% hater right now. My hate levels are still quite low for the night. They could rise, they could low. Who knows? Who knows what it'll be? But also, you must also realize that there's a total Lolita to VTuber pipeline that exists. Because there's a lot of girls that are in this VTuber scene that I was like, hey, I know you from somewhere. I know you from somewhere. And it turns out we are mutuals on Instagram for our Lolita stuff. So, isn't that so funny? You wanna... Oh, a jersey made. Well, so I have opinions on jersey made outfits. I absolutely adore them. I love a jersey made. I think they're mega cute. But they are overdone. But don't let that stop you. Just do a fun spin on it. Like, if you did a jersey made outfit with like, let's say, a jersey made outfit with kind of like, you should get like a jersey made outfit with a samurai sword, like wrapped around you, so you like can have a sword too. Yeah, there's like huge wizard. There's a lot of overlaps. I'm so curious, Xamar. I'm so curious. I've known so many Lolitas from the internet and from IRL communities over the years. Yeah, I kind of feel bad at Pusky because I'm usually the one approaching people to like, hey, I know who you are. I know who you are. I know your secrets. I'm normally the crazy one that's stalking everyone. Left page, bottom middle. Oh yeah, that Capelet 100% 7th. Oh, I'm glad you like listening, Zach, despite not being super into fashion yourself. I know who you are. There's something so charming about old fits like this on the right side right here. This girl with the short hair. I love a good chunky fit. And when I say chunky fit, I've done chunky fits like this, where you wear the under the knee socks with the frills, you got chunky shoes and chunky layering. Oh god, I love chunky. I will always enlighten with fashion. Me and Lenora earlier were talking about some fashion stuff too. We're having some fun talking about different fashion substyles, including gothic trip pants, which I think is a lot of fun too. God, I'm already like drooling and spitting from my talking. I don't know. So Lolita is kind of known for not being a skinny girl fashion. Actually, in Japan, they used to make fun of Lolitas for being fat, even though they're not fat at all. It's just known as the fat girl fashion, which is kind of crazy. Because it's really not that bad. I don't know why they were considered fat girls. Maybe it's just my Western sensibilities. Oh, I will hydrate, thank you. It always is just like... So, unfortunately, a big part of fashion sub-communities is being hypercritical on people's appearance, being hypercritical on their makeup, being hypercritical on their hair, hypercritical on their skin, hypercritical on their weight, hypercritical on their coordinating skills. You're always gonna see a lot of hypercritically. Even I can be so... I can even be toxic. I'm glad, Seventh. So, like, you want to know something I was kind of like, yeah. Way different standards. Yeah, Miss Otto, creative arts can get you a little toxic, for real. So, like, a moment when I was toxic. Let me tell you about a time I was toxic. I didn't say anything out loud. I just had toxic thoughts. I was at a convention. I used to like work part-time for like anime conventions, and I used to run like the fighting game tournaments in the console gaming rooms at conventions. And one of the girlfriends of the convention organizer that I was working for was wearing a Lolita dress with no petticoat. And I'm like, you know, I can be forgiving of no petticoat. You don't get the silhouette, but we're at a convention and it's the final day. You're not wearing a petticoat, whatever, I don't care. That's totally fine. However, her waist ties on her dress. So a lot of times, dresses will have waist ties on the sides, and you tie them in a bow in the back, and it cinches in the waist, and it makes a more complete look. It's very cute. Sometimes super annoying to tie, no lie. And you know, to have another Lolita tie your waist tie is actually a very intimate moment. It means you're good friends. But a girl was wearing her waist tie tied in the front, and like, I felt kind of like, I don't know. I was like, do I tell her that she tied her waist ties that are meant for the back in the front? And like, is it toxic that I want to say something? And like, or is it a nice thing? Should I have said something? If you see something, say something, you know? And I had very toxic thoughts. I'm like, how could you think that looks good tied in the front? Why would you tie that in the front? And it drove me insane a little bit. But I've also kind of like pulled out my arm joint a little trying to tie a waist tie in the back before. But I try not to be toxic. I really do try not to be toxic. You know? Yeah, exactly, Pumpkin. I was like, will they be mad at me if I say something? Will they look at me funny? Will they appreciate it? Could it be a bonding moment that I could tie it for them? But I froze up and I'm too shy and I didn't say nothing. You want me to tie your waist? How rude. Naughty Chris. Oh, is that a new trend to tie in the front? I'm feeling okay, yeah. I have to warm up my voice a little bit because it's been a while since I've had like talk. Because of my throat, but I'm feeling pretty okay. That would have been funny. You think you would prefer to be told if you're making a faux pas? Yeah, that's just so hard though. You never know. Wait! Smokey! How are you wearing pants backwards? How did you do that? How did that Yeah, so like personally, yeah, I would want to be told. I totally get that. I would want to be told. But sometimes, and like it's such a hit or miss thing, because sometimes I'll tell people something and then they get annoyed at me. And I'm like, okay, maybe I shouldn't say something. Because I've been told I can be a little bit of an annoying know-it-all. And so I'm like, I gotta control my know-it-all tendencies. But I know what I know, and sometimes I want to say something. Smokey! I don't know how that happened to you. Crisscross. I just don't know. I just don't know what's like most appropriate, you know? And like I said, I'm not often the toxic one in this fashion, but it's hard to not be a little bit toxic. It's so hard. You have to really control yourself and just try and have empathy, you know? But also, yeah, it's all about how you deliver it, for sure. So rewinding back, I was talking about LiveJournal and my early days of Lolita. Another thing I did in my early days of Lolita, so I had my first dress was that knockoff when I was 13, from Lip Service, that I got from Hot Topic. And then I ordered off of LiveJournal when I was 18, someone's used Victorian maiden dress. And then I also had commissioned this girl to make me a skirt, but it did not turn out the way I wanted. So I had commissioned this girl to make me a skirt, a Lolita skirt. And back in that time period, I really wanted to wear classic Lolita and a lot of floral prints. And she tried to make it. It turned out very bad. I mean, and when I say very bad, I mean bad for Lolita. The construction quality was immaculate. She was an excellent seamstress. I was very impressed with her work. It just wasn't good for Lolita. She was actually, she used to be dating one of the members from Steam Powered Giraffe, because they all went to school in the same area. I went to high school. Well, part of the time, I went to multiple high schools. Melody and Lenora. Oh, yes, Nikki. I'm so excited you're playing Nikki right now. I love Nikki. It's the best. The new update is out tomorrow for Nikki. But, so yeah, boot it up, Love Knife. Boot it up. So this girl, she made me that skirt. But she was like a steampunk girly, and she did all the costuming and merchandising for Steam Powered Giraffe, and I should have known better. I'm not a steampunk girly. I can't get into that. So it's like, I don't know. It's my bad. I shouldn't have done that. And then other faux pas I made in my early Lolita days is that I bought an angelic pretty Milky Chan replica on eBay. Because back in the day, I didn't know. I was so young. I had no idea that there was just a bunch of replicas on eBay. I was so stupid. I was foolish. And I bought a full replica set of Milky Chan. Milky Chan was this deer print from Angelic Pretty. It's very cute. Let me see if I can find an image of it. It's a little small. The thing about some of these older Lolita images is that they're quite small, so it won't look as good as like a modern stock image. Let me pull that up. Here we go. I found it. So you can't. It's kind of hard to like fully judge this piece. But this is Milky Chan. So a lot of Lolita brands, especially sweet Lolita brands. Oh, Posky, thank you for the follow. Yeah, lurk away. And good night, Posky. So like, a lot of Lolita brands will make little mascot characters that if they're popular enough, they'll like use in multiple releases or for merchandising and other things. Milky Chan is kind of like an old to early 2010s kind of thing. I don't know how like best to describe, but Milky Chan didn't stay around very long. She's just a cute pink deer. Very cute. But yeah, I made the faux pas of buying a replica of this dress. But I had the socks, the headdress, and socks, headdress, and dress. And it was very cute. I ended up getting rid of it, giving it to someone else. And that was like the first like chapter in my Lolita journey. After that, I started getting into this Korean brand called Leaf, and Leaf kind of like came and went. They disappeared for a while, but I was super into Leaf, and that's what kind of actually like really cemented my Lolita status, is because I just became obsessed with this Korean brand. And Leaf eventually ended up partnering with the original Japanese designer of Metamorphosis Temps the Frill, which is another old school brand, and so it helped elevate her. But I used to do a lot of work for Leaf, the brand, and I became friends with the creator and designer of Leaf, and I used to do a lot of her distributing here. And I used to handle like her merchandise for conventions. I used to handle her fashion show stuff for her. I would like coordinate the models, hire the models, model occasionally. So I'd help manage her like presence here, and assist in other of her friends that ended up living here. And eventually I ended up transferring that responsibility because a girl that moved to my area from Korea and kind of took it over for me, which was a big relief. I've lived quite the Lolita life, you know. This was like during it. You have to understand, I was like, I would have been a NEET if it wasn't for work. All I did was work and stay in my room. Work and stay in my room. And Lolita fashion was kind of what got me out of my room for a while. I've gone totally back to NEET status, unfortunately, and I'm trying to work through it. But back in the day, Lolita was the thing that got me to start trying to make friends and getting involved in activities. I would drive to like Lolita meets, cry, and not even go to them. I'd get dressed up, go to the venue, cry, and then go home instead of going. And it was really hard for me to like actually, oh my god, look at this angelic pretty, this old school angelic pretty, so freaking cute. Also, a lot of times in these Gothic Lolita Bibles, they'll have art along with modeling, cataloging, comics art, cataloging pieces, and patterns, so you can sew your own Lolita clothing if you want. I probably won't even remember all the different things I want to talk about. I'm kind of like scatterbrained. I have like no sense of direction of where this talk is going at all. So sorry if I seem more scattered. Yeah, it was like just incredibly hard for me to get involved properly with the community. I would try, but eventually I started feeling more and more comfortable. I love seeing old street snaps most of all. I love a lot of old silhouettes and ways of dressing. I also appreciate Japanese Lolitas because they're a little bit more free. They don't follow the rules as much. They're more experimental while trying to, like, I don't know. A lot of Western Lolita can be quite rigid. And I understand why we can be quite rigid here with the fashion. And it's kind of crazy. I've been into Lolita fashion for, let's see, I've been into Lolita fashion for 20 years. 20 years! Isn't that crazy? I can't even believe it. God, I feel old. But yeah, a lot of like Lolitas in Japan have a lot more creativity and they're less bound by rules, it always seems like. Which I kind of find refreshing when you're looking for inspiration. There is kind of like this joke that most Western Lolitas only will wear sets. And if you don't wear a full set, you're not a real Lolita. And people, like, they're all more like, American Lolitas specifically are more about trends and wearing full sets rather than using creativity. Yeah, imagine being old. So I'm looking around. I feel like I'm slobbering a little. Yeah, just like Monster Hunter. Gotta grind for that full set. I'm actually, because of my location, I'm quote unquote, since I live in California, we have quite a big Lolita hub in California. The San Francisco Lolitas have actual storefronts for Angelic Pretty and Baby the Stars from Bright and a few other Jfashion brands. But I'm more of the Southern California LA Lolita scene, which was huge. It was huge. How if blood is high of Iron Vampires would get stomach aches from drinking so much? Because having too many vitamins becomes expensive piss. That's all I know. Yeah, California mentioned. I'm West Coast, Best Coast. But yeah, California is pretty great when it comes to Jfashion scenes in general. Mostly because the shops, the access, most of the brands will come here. New York also has, well, not anymore. New York used to have more Lolita storefronts too, but New York's Lolita scene isn't as strong and big as California's. So they ended up closing a lot of their shops. Also, there's Lolita shops in Paris still, I believe. I haven't been keeping up with the actual storefronts these days outside of California. But like, come on, for real. You can hear my Valley Girl accent. Of course I'm California. I'm kind of fake though. I'm not from California. I'm not from California originally. I've just lived most of my life and life in California. I'm actually Nevadan. I'm from Nevada. And my mom is from Texas. But I'm basically, just a Valley girl. Yeehaw! Yeah, my point being is that I really love old school coordination and silhouettes and creativity. Yeehaw! Right. That's another Texas thing I could say. Longhorns. Meow, 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 meow. I also, this top right Shiro cord with the rocking horseshoes, I kind of adore that fit. Oh yeah, Midwest loves emo. I love seeing this drawn Lolita too. This nun Lolita. That's basically Mina right there. Ah! Jeremy! And this is where you can see some like comicking and stuff. I can't speak this, so I don't know what it says. It's kind of like just showing like subculture-y stuff here. I love this old-fashioned art. And Pete, this is like, when I said my outfit makes me think of Atelier Period, it's like, what I mean. Cause I would fit in here. This is my scene over here. Pin me in here. Pin me in. Pin me in. Pin me in. Here I am. Huzzah. Sorry, I'm looking for, I have like a million tabs. So going back to where I want is hard. Oh my god, god, my outfit is fish featured. Pinterest me. I like these, like, I don't know. I love this style of art as shown right here. I don't know. Kind of like the realism of this, like, this illustration. And then right here, these girls meeting in the graveyard. Girls in the coffin. Actually, there was a Lolita brand coffin you could buy at one point. I believe it was from Victorian Maiden. Let me double check that fact. Yes, it was from Victorian Maiden. It's an actual coffin you could buy. Let me see the picture of it. There is this, Kigu mask girl. Melody Susie. There's a Kigu mask girl who, does a Kigu ball jointed doll look, which I really want to do a Kigu ball jointed doll thing myself. I would love to do that. Let me make the image a little smaller. But you could own this Victorian Maiden coffin. You could buy it. They sold this before Victorian Maiden went out of business. They sold this. Melody Blaze. I wish I had one. But then it was like they're going out of business sale with selling coffins. Yes, this is a Kigu doll blogger. I really want to do something similar. It's kind of like, yeah, if I find a good quality creator of a ball jointed style Kigu, I'm gonna do it. It's my desire. Look at this very Mona Moutier style here. Oh, that's hot. See, look! Here it is! That's what I was talking about! The Victorian Maiden coffin. It's very nice, huh? Pirate. Yeah, I'm gonna go shopping for a brand name coffin, you know, for style points. Just to get extra styling. Oh, and here's some, like, other kind of, like, advice on hair. They would also have hair and makeup tutorials in this. I like, this top left hairstyle reminds me of the current jellyfish cut that's pretty popular. It's got, like, kind of, like, an old school bowl cut with, like, the jellyfish all braided up. And this is where we get to some patterning. You could actually cut out these patterns that they would include in the magazine. And if you know how to read patterns, you could create stuff. So every magazine would be like, oh, you can make your own clothing if you want, you know? Let's go to the Absolute Eco Party. Why does it say that? I love this art of Baby the Star Shine Bright right here. This Baby the Star Shine Bright ad kind of has like Paradise Kiss vibes. I mean, not Paradise Kiss, I'm sorry. Neighborhood Story vibes. Because they're Happy Berry. That's the end of that one. Let's go on another one. That was volume 1. Let's see. Oh, here's Cupot. This is a Cupot magazine. Cupot is a fashion brand that does accessories that are based on sweets. I have I used to have a Cupot macaron necklace a long time ago. I don't have it anymore. But there is this one Cupot release that had ghosts in it, and I really want that. Let me see if I can find an image of that. Cupot ghosts. Our ghost is so cute. I really want these. Let me save the image. myself buying the latest stuff anymore until I become a good girl that knows how to work out every day and diet properly and get my vitamins. But I've been doing really good on my vitamins recently. I'm proud of myself. But look, a coupon ghost necklace holding a syringe and she's a nurse. Oh, Melody Lamb. And a coupon aristocrat with a pill in his body. Yeah, I'm being really good about my vitamins. I have been getting sick from a lot of, like, vitamin deficiencies. Yeah, I'm not a good girl yet. Not until, well, I just ordered my magnesium. My magnesium glycine. So hopefully that helps me a lot. Also, my cat's rubbing up against me. What do you want, Ren? I have been taking my vitamin D every day. Yeah, Coupon is so cute and so creative. Let me see, they have other nurse items as well. Let me pull up another one. Push this one aside. Let me show you guys this other one. Sorry, it always takes me a million years to find what I have saved to my desktop. Look at this nurse one. It has a heart inside. Yeah, vitamin D is so important. That's why I was really sick for a while, too. It's because I had no vitamin D. I was incredibly deficient. There's so much coupon ghost stuff. Oh, this is a cute coupon one. Let me save it real fast. Yeah, I was super deficient, very sick. I was getting really bad vertigo from my deficiency to the point where I was hallucinating and vomiting, basically. Look at this one. She's got a bow on her head and a little teacup. Ren, let me pet my cat. The bad thing about Lolita, though, is that it makes me want to spend money. That's what sucks about it. My cat is being so cute right now. I gotta pet her. Why is it doing that? Guess this one can't go into full screen mode like the other one. Yeah, let's look for more Gothic Lolita Bible. Let's click on Gothic Bible 3. But also another thing with Lolita fashion can oftentimes be ball-jointed dolls. Ball-jointed dolls and Lolita fashion kind of go hand in hand. There was always ball-jointed doll girlies that would buy boyfriend dolls. They would get male ball-jointed dolls that look like vampires and aristocrats, and then bring them to tea parties and meetups with them. That was a whole other subculture within Lolita fashion. I also have some ball-jointed dolls myself, but not those style ones. Melody Platinum Night, honey. Maybe no, I'm not a pirate. Well, starting off right with a Shiro page, white on white, white background, white dress. Baby, the stars shine bright. Angelic Pretty to the left, Atelier Period to the right. Let's see. I would say I still kind of match that Atelier Period style. Then we have Mana for the Muete. Oh, speaking of, so I only have 2 dream dresses right now. Most unlike the dresses I've ever wanted, I have gotten. But there's 2 dream dresses of mine that I've never been able to purchase, that I still want to this day. I want this cross OP from Moitié. It's sheer in the back and sheer on the sleeves. But this Moitié dress comes in short and in long, and it's one of my dream dresses. I absolutely want it so freaking bad. I think it would look so cute on me. It's really just my style. It comes in a white version with a blue cross, but I want the black on black version. I think it's very pretty. I think I have one more image of it saved. This one always sells out, and the used versions of it, people sell this dress used for way more than it's actually worth, so I've never actually gotten to purchase it. But it's one of my dream dresses. It is so beautiful! I really want it. Maybe one day. If I can stay true to my diet and all my vitamins and get a job and get money, I will search for it and I'll buy it. But then I have one more dream dress. My other dream dress is actually from Angelic Pretty. I have a few images of it. This is not the version I want. I just wanted to show you this version of it because it looks really cool. This is a special set of it that came with cat ears, which cat ears is normally a no-no when it comes to Lolita, but for this one, it's okay. This is not the version of I want of it. But I actually have the teacup that came from this release. I have the teacup and saucer set. So I don't have the dress, but I have the teacup and saucer. So I need the dress to match it now. The version I want of it is actually, this one. Because I tend to wear more black. This is black and gray and purple. I think it looks quite nice. This is the jumper skirt version of it. I like it kind of more than the OP in general because I can wear one of my favorite blouses underneath that I think would look really nice with it. Cat ears are normally seen as, quote-unquote, itai, painful to look at. Cat ears are normally associated with weeaboos who don't know how to dress, so oftentimes cat ears are a big no-no. But let me show you something that kind of gives the same silhouette as a cat ear that is more appropriate. And it's something that I have myself. That most gothic lilies have, actually. But generally, cat ears do not look good with Lolita. Unless you have great coordination skills and it really matches, don't do cat ears. Yeah, more so culture vultures and people that don't really have a great sense of styling that kind of try to put cat ears on outfits that don't even match. But this is kind of like a classic ad. There's so many knockoffs of this now. There's a lot of knockoffs of this now. And it's crazy that there's so much knockoffs of this headdress when it's not expensive and it's very easy to buy. So I'm kind of disappointed that people keep buying knockoffs of it. It's from an indie brand in Japan called Antique Beasts. And they do drops every couple of months. That's why every gothic Lolita has this headdress. It gets the motif of cat ears, but it's bat wings. It has very high quality lace and construction to it. I wear it a lot. It's one of my favorite headpieces. God, look at this, like crazy trad goth hair on Monosama. Yeah, the bat-wing motif and the cat ear shape looks so cute. Also, I don't know if my cat's mad at me. Hold on. She might want to be let out. She might want to be brushed. I don't know. My cat likes to be brushed a lot. I put my hand out to her and she came to me running. Ren, do you want to go out? I might let her out. Hold on. Let's see. I'm gonna see if she wants to be let out to hang out with her brothers real quick. Okay, I let Ren out. She wanted to either use the letterbox or go harass her brothers real fast. She'll come back later, I'm sure. Atelier Boss, this is an ultimate goth aristo brand. I would like to see you in aristocrat style, Lenora. I think you would look really cool in the aristocrat style. Yeah, written the bully. She's gotta go bully her brothers real quick. Even though my eldest cat, Kino, is more like her husband and not so much her brother. Because they make out all the time, but she bullies the rest. Actually, Kino kind of bullies her a little. I also kind of like the old awkwardness of these model shots for Lolita. Aristocrat brands, I would say, Atelier Perio, their shop has a lot of aristocrat brands you can look at that kind of like, even their own brand themselves go between Lolita and aristocrat themselves and kind of blur the line. Let me click on their online store items. They've redone their website a little bit since the last time I've been on here. Let's go to brands. Damn, they really redone their website. Is there H Nato on here right now? Oh, NA plus H. NA plus H, they have a lot of variety of style. Their stuff has a mixture of casual, aristocratic. Oh, that looks like Bash a little bit. But it kind of mixes a few different styles together. I'd love to see it. Oh my god, look at this dress. Yeah, this website, I'm just giving you the exact link to the page I'm on currently. But you can explore this site a lot. Oh my god. This dress is sold out, but it looks so cute. Love it. I want to wear this. Also, I want to change the music now. It's giving me anxiety for some reason. I'll go on this one. How often do they restock? You know, these days I'm not sure. I don't think they restock that often, but for popular items, they do regularly restock. I noticed with the items that are quite popular, that brand's more willing to restock. You know what brand I really like? It's not Lolita. It's just a Japanese fashion brand, Anasui, which is a JoJo character as well. But it is very great for makeup and accessories and clothing. See you later, Chris. Bye. Look at this little top hat. I'm also... My opinion, and this tends to be a lot of people's opinion as well. Small hats, mini hats, like the one on the left. Itai, itai, itai. Looks bad. Very rarely can someone with little hats actually pull it off. Yeah, I'm not a little hat fan. I feel like that comes from what? Like steampunk people, maybe? Miho Matsuda. That's a name I haven't heard in years. Miho Matsuda was one of my favorites. Big noggin, little hat. I say confidently as I wear a mini crown on my head, but mini crowns aren't the same. Mini crowns are acceptable. Mini hats not acceptable. Unless you're that good, you have to be pretty good. I had a friend who did a mariachi themed Lolita. Yeah, crowns aren't hats. I had a friend who did a mariachi themed Lolita for a huge tea party event. It was amazing. I don't want to like dox myself or her, so I can't show the outfit. But she did an amazing job at it. Look, see, look at all those mini hats in there. don't like the mini hats. Oh, Atelier Boss is another aristocrat brand. Now, this picture on the right is super controversial. This is Baby the Stars Shine Bright. No blouse. To wear a jumper skirt and no blouse is a big no-no. To pull off no blouse takes a bit of confidence and great styling. This, I would say, is horrible styling. I hate this outfit. I love the little doodle they did with the outfit. I'm not gonna lie, this doodle I'm digging. It's not the outfit that they're showing. This doodle has nothing to do with that outfit. Love the doodle, hate this outfit. No, I'll say this right here. It looks crazy, but I love it. I would say this is like kind of like a big no-no in the fashion, but I just absolutely adore it. No blouse just feels so wrong most of the time. But there's the pattern on how to make that no blouse look. Now this dress is wild. It's crazy. This outfit, this coordination would never... I don't know. I can't even say it would look good, IRL. But I just kind of dig it. I dig it. And here's how they teach you how to make it. This is interesting. Looking at this outfit on the left is very interesting. Like, I don't even know how to think about it. It's not... I don't know. I don't even know how to think about that outfit. Oh, here we are, getting into some Innocent World. Innocent World, I told you guys a little bit earlier. It is a classic Lolita brand. Classic Lolita is more associated with A-line shapes. It's more A-line, less cupcake. Lots of florals, plaids, solids. It's not gothic, it's not sweet. It looks like something you would like... More so, because like, Lolita fashion is often based off Rococo silhouettes, where Innocent World is more based off Victorian silhouettes. Some classic hair looks. This hair look is pretty wild to the left. It's of the era though. Now these classic ringlets, just like how Masato did in Nana. Oh, to the right, it's like a straight jacket almost. And then, but you have to remember, Lolita fashion spawned from the VK scene. Visual K and the music scene is what spawned the subculture of Lolita fashion. Lolita fashion kind of began in the late 70s and 80s, but truly developed to what it was as we know it today in the late 90s and early 2000s. Evolved. But it comes from like other styles as well, like Otome and Pink House. Now that picture to the right, that Kuro Lolita with the long straight hair, this is such an iconic street snap. You'll see it everywhere when you look for Lolita street snaps. I love this dress. It's completely A-line, but A-line in a baby doll sort of way. Baby doll dresses often, when we say baby doll, it is literally a cut of a dress where it's like starts at your breast area, so you can have big boobs and ends up kind of looking funky. It's more of a small boobie thingy. Sometimes it kind of looks like a lampshade though, but I adore it. More straight snaps. Oh, here you go. You can see at early days of the ball jointed doll culture in Lolita fashion there at the bottom. I love looking at these like actual like illustrations. This crazy looking sweet Lolita with an invisible dog. Well, there's the doll the girl on the prior page was holding when I told you about the early days of ball jointed dolls in the fashion. That would be a whole nother subculture to dig into, because I wasn't deep into that subculture. I actually got made fun of for having a Korean ball jointed doll, because the Korean ball jointed dolls with the art style bodies were not considered real ball jointed dolls and were not even approved in the Den of Angels forums back in the day. I think they allow them now, but Den of Angels was so gatekeeping when it came to ball jointed dolls that if it was not Japanese, it was not a ball jointed doll, even if it was ball jointed. Isn't that insane? I can't even believe, I don't know. Some people are so crazy. This looks like an ill-fitting wig on the left. Man, seeing is like angelic, pretty goblin print. Goblin print is usually what that floral looks like. Goblin is what you often see for curtains and couches. I have a goblin dress flower from Metamorphosis Temps the Frill, and then I have a bunny goblin dress, where it's similar concept but with bunnies instead of flowers. That is from Innocent World. Maybe I'll show you guys that Innocent World dress. It is definitely one of my favorites. Let me pull that up. It's gonna take me a second because I gotta censor it. How do I censor this properly? Guess I can only show you a chunk of it. Hold on, I'll Google the dress instead of showing you my picture, because I don't think I can censor it too properly. Innocent World Rabbit Goblin. This dress I'm about to show you that I own was actually one of my dream dresses for so long. It's technically the version I own is the black version, but it actually is more of like a deeper chocolate rather than actual like black in color. And I actually also have the headdress for it, which is extra, extra rare. I don't have the ribbon belt that it comes with, but you don't really need the ribbon belt on it. I'll pull up that photo. Here's a photo of just close-up of the print. This was like my dream dress for a very long time. And I remember I had this friend, she was a Lolita from Brazil. And after she gained her citizenship, she wanted to move to New York, but she wanted to get rid of her whole entire Lolita wardrobe. And she messaged me, and she's like, do you want my whole wardrobe? I can't take it with me. And I said, okay. And she had my dream dress, Rabbit Goblin. I had been searching for this dress for years. And it's a tight fit, let me tell you. I was so worried I was not going to fit into it, because it has no give. It's an old school dress, but it fit. I was so happy. I have a matching headdress with it too, but I can't find a picture of it. But it's one of my most favorite dresses of all time. Even though I don't wear Lolita as much anymore, I will always treasure that dress. Here is a very interesting photo actually. To the left, we see Bear the Stars Shine Bright. But what's that? What's that plushie she has? It's the original Usakumiya. Original Usakumiya! And how to make them. They have a pattern on how to make original Usakumiya. Usakumiya is #1 mascot of Baby the Stars Shine Bright. There's Kuma Kumiya and Usakumiya, and they're both girls and they're lesbians and they got married. So it's a bear that dresses as a rabbit and a bear that dresses as a bear. And this is the original Usakumiya. I love it. I had an obsession with bears and rabbits for a very long time. So I also have a lot of rare rabbit and bear bags that aren't those, but from other brands that are discontinued. Oh, can I go back? Black Peace Now is also an atelier, like an aristocrat brand. Oh, and more Miho Matsuda. I wish Miho Matsuda was still really prevalent. I would love to have more of their pieces. Let's take a break from looking at Gothic Lolita Bible for a moment, and let's watch a video. I pulled out some videos to watch. First, this one. I like this YouTuber. I used to watch her quite a bit. She does a lot of interesting videos, and she has fashion series where she goes to Japan and gets makeovers for Jfashion and Lolita.
A Tokyo street fashion
And it'll give my voice a little bit of break from yapping for a bit.
makeover. Yes, we're going to Japan and we're gonna be getting made over. So earlier this year, we traveled to 3 different US cities to explore how fashion differs in different regions. So this time, we're gonna be taking our experiment international, right over the Pacific Ocean. I feel like Japanese fashion trends, specifically what I've heard called Harajuku fashion or Tokyo street fashion, are
and also, saying something as Harajuku fashion is kind of passe. You know, Harajuku is no longer like a big meeting spot for youth in alternative fashion. It's more of a tourist spot now. And you can thank Gwen Stefani negatively for ruining Harajuku.
Talked about a lot online in videos and articles, to the point where I definitely have an image in my head of what I think it looks like. But I wanted to go to Japan and see for myself. So to do this, we're going to be teaming up with a local.
I almost feel like me talking about Jfashion is going to have to be a series.
So we can
there's no way I'm going to get all my thoughts out in one day.
Now,
we're going to have to make this a regular thing.
Everything that people wear in Tokyo, as street fashion is pretty different from your everyday wear, and this probably also won't even cover every inch of Tokyo street fashion, because from what I've seen, there's a lot. But we're hoping to find 3 outfits that capture some of what's going on right now. All right, let's go. So step 1 of our Tokyo makeover was to fly to Tokyo, and while there we stayed in Akasaka, which is sort of a businessy area that's very picturesque, green, and quiet, and it was also decently close to Harajuku, which is where a lot of the action is in terms of Tokyo street fashion. To aid us in our search, we met up with Rinrin, who is a YouTuber and a Lolita model, as well as being pretty well acquainted with the local Tokyo fashion scene. Right off the bat, Rinrin clarified that Tokyo street fashion tends to be a little different than the common Western perception.
A lot of people tend to think that if you come to Harajuku, you'll see a lot of people dressed in like Lolita or the most recent.
So that's Rinrin doll, as she said.
Like yummy,
we'll see her again in a moment, and you'll see her in the Lolita video as well. But Rinrin doll is actually a Lolita from my area. And then she left my area to go to Japan.
Kawaii, but you don't really tend to see that as much.
And for this video, we wanted to focus on the current
taking a break from yapping as much because I was yapping a lot. I need to rest my throat, so I'm gonna watch some videos
How
too
would
now.
you describe Tokyo street fashion today?
There's less emphasis on
me
silhouette
going
and
through
more
J-Fashion and Lolita fashion is going to be a whole series. This won't be the only night we go through it. It's going to be a regular thing. I was just sharing some thoughts of my early days in Lolita and looking at some Gothic Lolita Bibles. But we'll make this like a regular
which was
thing.
News to me, at least.
So I'm going to be showing you 3 styles that are a general idea of what you'll see on the streets today.
With the first trend being the vintage remake style, which centers around transforming old vintage clothing.
A lot of kids like to take these items and cut it up and add things onto it, so they're very one-of-a-kind styles.
The second trend being the minimal.
What Rinrin also said is kind of like a big deal actually, and why Japan is a better inspiration for alt fashion than the Western audience is, because they actually do care more about subcultures and modifying their clothing, which people used to do here a lot too, but it doesn't seem as common. I do see a resurgence of it because of TikTok, so hopefully we keep seeing more resurgences of this too.
Realistic mode style.
No, Monica Condor. I'm not being a total hater. Only 5% hater.
That sounds like my type
Only
of
5%
thing. Sometimes I like to dress up like a bat.
Yeah, I've seen some pictures.
Would a bat look work there?
Beautiful
No.
tricks.
Okay, never mind. Never mind. And then the third and final trend, the colorful layered style.
You can layer things
I do
on
love
so
that.
much, and things
I
are
love layering.
transparent,
I
and things
love
are, like,
layering.
colorful. And it's basically, you could play with anything you want.
And also looking at modern J fashion trends versus old ones. Even looking back to like the Tumblr days of J fashion in general. Like I miss Dolly K, Cold Party K, and things like that that were more on the mid-era spectrum.
So without further ado, we were ready to start shopping for our Tokyo street fashion inspired.
No, it's not just that, Gleam. When we're talking about alternative fashion as a concept in the West is kind of dying because of microtrends and cores. Like, making everything a core in microtrends has ruined everything.
Outfits. And our first stop was the store A Nincompoop Capacity, which specializes in vintage remake. So A Nincompoop
Vintage
Capacity
remake is
located
amazing.
in the
It's
Urahara
actually-
neighborhood.
Pausing a million times in a row. Vintage remake is actually really popular in the Chicana scene in San Diego right now too.
Which means that it's just behind the main part of Harajuku.
It's a more hipstery type of vintage area.
Hipsters, they're everywhere. The store itself is a former cigarette shop tucked away on the third floor of what looks almost like an apartment building. Inside, pretty much every inch of it
I
is
love the way
covered in
Japanese
vintage
cities are laid out.
paraphernalia
It's
from
so
the
interesting.
1950s onwards.
Actually,
And a lot-
let me hold on. I need to plug in my phone too right now because I'm using it to look up some stuff too. But like another early exposure I had to Lolita fashion outside of Disneyland, because I saw Lolitas at Disneyland when I was a preteen. But also I used to watch Top Model a lot. Millie Pepsi Man, Spaghetti Meatballs. When I was younger, I also used to watch a lot of Top Model. I still love watching Top Model. But one of the early seasons, they actually go to Japan for the finals, and they go to Japan for the finals, and they have to make their own J fashion coordinate based on going to some shops. They failed at that challenge. Not a single person did good at that. But I also stopped by one of my favorite secondhand shops, Closet Child. Closet Child is a great place to shop secondhand for J fashion, specifically Lolita and Aristocrat, and used Vivienne Westwood.
A lot of it is recognizable IP with a little bit of a
If
twist.
girls don't poop, they
Looking
might
around the store,
explode.
many of the remade
Really,
items are
Mo?
sort of like
Yeah, my
vintage
throat's not as bad
t-shirts
as it was.
spliced
I
with
really
tutus.
needed to I
And though
had
they're
so
not
much
all
tea.
t-shirts, the general vibe seems to be bringing
Victoria's
together
Secret?
incongruous pieces
So you
into
like
one
cheap
garment to
lingerie,
make something
shaking my
completely
head.
new, usually with a new shape as well. We were also able to ask the store's owner, Mr. Ohashi, some questions about the vintage remake style. He led off by saying that there aren't really rules about shape or style within the trend itself.
He doesn't like tell
Nudist!
people what to wear. He says
Nudist
there's a lot of people
inside.
who wear it like form-fitting or just totally loose. It's all up to you. What you see here, and you just kind of put it all together.
And in terms of what is in the store, it seems that Mr. Ohashi does a lot of the curating, and his wife Kathy does a lot of the cutting and remaking.
So where do you
that
find like your
bear- I
inspiration?
don't know if that was
like
a
when
bunny
you
or a
see
dog
piece,
back,
like,
but it's
how do you know if
cute.
you like it or if you want it to be in your store?
難しいですね。
That's a very
でも
hard question. So his inspiration comes mainly from punk, so music as well as the vintage
Eh?
fashions.
Which
I
actually
don't know
makes
what
a
you're
lot of
asking,
sense
Pepsi
because
Man,
there's
actually.
a strong
The words
emphasis on
confuse
DIY
me.
in punk
Please
style. In terms
rephrase.
of what I should be wearing, Mr. Ohashi
I wanna get a nude
recommended
model,
that we just
but it's
walk
very
around
difficult.
the store and see what caught our eye.
You always do this, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of like a devious sick, like a mischief, mischief afoot.
Immediately, I noticed a bunch of breezy tunic-style tops.
I know you said bats were not in, but
It might be like an unconscious bat style.
yeah, absolutely. The bat just slides in.
And as if on
Yeah,
cue,
I want my
the
new
next thing
model
I
to have
found was
nude.
this.
Oh,
So it can be my
it's a
birthday
nice
suit
shirt
too.
with bat wings.
Yes, get
And I'll
that.
put
Seems like
leaves on my
fortune had
bed.
smiled down
Pretend
upon
I'm
me.
Eve.
Mr. Ohashi and Rinrin also found a really cool head-to-toe pink outfit, and I found another blousey top that seemed to have been made from like a college sweatshirt.
That's kind of
I would be
interesting.
here.
Then we grabbed a couple of bottoms to match our tops,
Ugh.
including
Yeah,
a
we
black
all
skirt
want
for our
armor,
Nike
yeah.
outfit.
all the way across the world to wear all black.
No, I'm trying on other stuff too.
Well, we have to have one all black. Stay with the brand.
And a pair of embellished jeans for our Central State University blouse. And with that, we were ready to start trying on our outfits.
I'll be back.
I go.
Do they like the governor here?
So first up was the head-to-toe pink outfit.
I think this video
This
might be
look
6 years old
definitely
now.
had a strong visual impact, and I think that the different shapes and textures were really cool.
I like the little butt apron. It's very different, but I think it's fun. It's like, nope, don't look here.
Then to top it off, Mr. Ohashi styled me with the little knit crown.
We've got a little like where the wild things are situation going on.
I love it.
I love where
this?
the
Oh,
mild
it's
things
so
are
cute.
so much.
And despite how pink it was, I actually really liked it.
You look like you belong in the store.
So, what I don't like about this outfit, very specifically, is the pants. You could keep the top, but if you're gonna do a bulky top like this, I don't think you should do pants that cut off at the knee.
I'm never leaving.
But our second outfit brought some stiff competition.
Amazing, you're a bat.
So I think that this is definitely like more in line.
I definitely
with, my
like this
personal
on her
style. I feel
more.
like the skirt. I'm not sure what I'm doing with it.
Despite the
The
skirt being a
Japanese
little
remake is
unbalanced,
very
the top
artsy
is
and out
amazing.
there,
And
so
as
you have
if
to
I
be
needed
ready
any
for
more
interesting
convincing,
silhouettes.
Rin decked me out with some accessories.
How do I look?
After trying on both of these looks, I was kind of conflicted.
Because I feel like part of the style is like what you like, but I also feel like maybe just because the other outfit's more different from what I usually wear, it feels more like the style. You know what I'm saying?
Transformation.
A style transformation.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But we did
I love
have
when
one
people
more
also
look to
get really
try on.
creative
Here
with
it
their
is.
fashion. I'm always interested to see what people would
Central
do.
State University.
I thought this top really accomplished the vintage.
Actually, I
remake
like that top
objective
a
by
lot.
transforming
I'm
a
into the
simple
top.
college t-shirt into a
I'm into
romantic,
asymmetrical
almost
front to back
Renaissance-y
top.
blouse.
It's like sort of Shakespearean in a way.
And I really liked the jeans, which
Oh, I like
featured
those
some
jeans
nice
too,
rear lace
but I
action,
don't
though
like
wouldn't
that
say
with the
they were
top.
really
They don't really go
transformed
well
into a different
together.
shape or garment.
The
I would
jeans
like
are,
those bottoms with
pretty
maybe like some
normal
sort of
but
crop
embellished.
top
In
and
terms
then
of which
like
outfit I liked
I don't
the
know,
best,
like
I was
flannel
still
over
torn
that
between the
and a
first
cool
and the second
headpiece.
look.
I thought the first one definitely made
Maybe
a
some
very
boots.
big impact. However, I do think the second
like a
one looks
Kinder
very
Bueno
you,
grunge.
so
It
that
is.
one looks good. I think we maybe want to change the bottom for that one because it's a bit short for balance purpose.
So we purchased
Everyone's
our bat
right about
outfit,
balance.
thanked Mr.
Balance to
Ohashi, and
everything.
we're on our way.
All right, so
You
now
like
having
your
explored
ninja?
the
Yeah,
vintage
hag
remix
maxing.
style a
I'm
little
just
bit,
hag
we can move
maxing
on to our
right now,
next
as
location, which
always.
is
Ground Y.
ground. Why? Why is it not the air? No, it's the ground.
Yes.
I like Rinrin's outfit a lot here.
Yeah, everyone's like, yep, that made sense.
I'll just agree.
So next up, we went to Ground
Haggle
Y
it,
to
haggle
explore
it.
our second street
I'm
fashion,
hagging all
the
right.
mode style. Ground Y is an
I've been
offshoot
wearing
label by Yoji
alternative
Yamamoto,
fashion for
located
20
inside
years.
of the La Forêt department store in Harajuku,
I wanna go to La
which has a
Forêt
lot of
so
local
bad.
trendy designers and boutiques. Now, when you first walk into Ground Y, it's very black and white, which I think is in line with Yoji Yamamoto's general vibe. For reference, Yoji Yamamoto is a Japanese designer, described as a master tailor who is known for his androgynous and avant-garde designs, usually made in black. Sounds like my kind of guy.
Yeah, I like
and
to
in
wear a
general,
lot of black,
he's considered
too.
an important driver of the mode style. So to help pick out our mode outfit, we met up with Rinrin's friend Mika, who is a mode enthusiast and
Oh, I
Instagrammer.
love
Mode
her
style,
outfit.
I would
so
say
cute.
it's kind of defined by a monotone color palette. I would say it's very unisex or genderless, which is a very big thing going on right now in
Yes,
general.
so
And I think
Silhouettes.
that androgynous vibe influences the shapes and cuts
I
of the
also
clothing,
like an
with most
androgynous
of the
style,
outfits being
too.
uncinched, flowy, or boxy.
Yeah, not too tight.
Always loose, kind of like simple.
Yeah, like all simple and minimal things.
So with some sense of what we were looking for, it was time to start a shopping.
I'm still doing this.
You're always doing that.
I don't know.
Are you doing this
Yes,
again?
I was.
Should we do that again?
Yeah, ready? We'll do it again.
なんか
Ready?
こんな感じで。
Mika's like, what am I doing?
なんていうの
It's like sneaky.
Sneaky.
So right from the start, I was a little confused by some of the items. At
Sneaky.
first glance, they seem pretty simple, but when you approach them, a lot of them have unique cuts.
What's this? Like an extra armhole?
It's open, so I think it's just a flap.
Oh, it's just a flap.
Very sexy.
Rinrin is also a Mally
So
girl,
the first
just
outfit
like
that
me, for
Rinrin
real,
and
for
Mika
real.
picked out was an asymmetric
Oh,
jacket,
let's
a
get
white button-down
sneaky.
shirt, and a long pant-skirt hybrid.
Ooh, kind of like a suit.
Yeah.
Next up, we found a blue button-down sheer dress.
Oh, this is nice.
But we need an inner, yeah.
I also like
Too
Women's
sexy.
coat right
Too
now.
sexy?
I can't really wear that shade of pink.
which
It never
we
looks good with me.
de-sexified with like a matching blue shift dress underneath. And for our last option,
This looks cool.
Yeah, I recommend this.
we went for a white maxi shirt with a geometric
Ooh,
pattern on the
I
right
like
shoulder.
the print
What
on
would you put
that.
underneath this, like for pants?
No.
Just button it up.
Yeah, just put
Oh,
it.
just like a long dress?
Yeah, long dress.
Which gave us 3 mode options to try on. So first,
This concept of like long layering and no distinct silhouette kind of vibe. And really, it's like kind of like, this looks like the more cleaned up version, but there was an era of Dolly K and Cool Party K that I mentioned that was also very like flowing and layered, but more like you came out of a grandma's closet rather than businessy.
up was our 3-piece suit.
So cool.
Nice.
This looks
I love it.
awesome.
I like the asymmetry, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of like off center.
Because mode style pretty much ignores the curves of your body, the designs tend to play more with draping, asymmetry, and abstract shapes. And to finish off the look, Mika recommended that we add this wide-brimmed hat.
Oh, yes. Oh, wow, I can hear
I
myself. I'm
love
like
this
echoing
look
off
on
the
her,
hat.
actually.
Overall, I
yeah.
really enjoyed this outfit. I'm not usually
It's
a
actually
hat
really
person, but
nice
this
on
look
her.
made
I would
me
change her
feel kind of like
hairstyle.
a boxy Carmen
I
Sandiego.
like it.
All right, ready for the next one?
Yes.
I don't know if you're ready.
So up next was our blue sheer
Yeah,
dress.
and you know, just gotta dress
Is this,
sometimes for your body
sufficiently
type, but
de-sexified?
sometimes Japanese fashion
You're
is
so
not
not
about body
sexy
type,
right now.
but more
That
about
is the goal.
expression.
I feel like this was more of a summer mode
It's
look
whatever you're
I'm
most
feeling
comfortable
easy and
with.
breezy.
with the blueness and with the lighter, flowier fabric.
dress is
Brinley
cute,
also
too.
thought that a backpack might suit this outfit, so we tried on this very round one.
It looks like a turtle shell.
Can I be a Ninja Turtle?
You'd be Leonardo.
Yeah.
It's the blue ninja turtle.
Oh, there you go.
This dress was definitely cute, but I just
This is like
wasn't
something you would wear in the
100%
office
sold
even
on.
if you
So
had
we
an
went
office
on to
job.
option number 3.
Oh,
tank belt?
This looks nice.
I wonder what kind of
I love
fashion would
it.
suit you
I
best.
almost.
Could you
This
kind of
outfit
die like
combines elements of the first and second look, and there was also a
What?
fun
There was this-
secret.
There are
I'm
pockets.
trying to think back, like 8 years ago, about 8 years ago, I think. Street goth, ninja goth, street ninja goth, sporty ninja goth was kind of a thing. That could work with any silhouette.
But Yoji's garments have everything.
Yeah,
pocket.
everything has pockets. Yeah, your little
No, I
blue
just-
one too.
I
has
didn't notice
pockets.
before.
So we accessorized our long maxi shirt to complete the look, and though we all liked this one, I think we were kind of missing some of that oomph from the first look.
All right, so I think that we've decided that we're gonna kind of combine the first and the third outfits by putting this jacket over the last outfit, which I
like
actually
this
really like. I
look.
think this is like the best
I love doing
compromise.
just like a
'cause it's
classic
pretty much
black
the
and
vibe
white
of the
look.
first outfit.
I
except
might
without the
hate
pants.
houses that
So
are
we
black
went
and
with
white,
our
but I
hybrid
like
fourth
fashion
option
that's
as our
black and
mode
white.
outfit.
Thank you so much, Mika, for helping us.
No, you're welcome.
So
And
what's
man,
next?
I'm a sucker for
gonna
red.
go
Seeing
to
that
Wall,
red makes
Which
me
is
want
another
it.
boutique inside of the same department store.
It's right on the other
You mean
side
the
of the wall.
Benadryls, Sleep
I'm
Man,
so sorry that I
the
said that.
Benadryl, the
but it's literally right
Caleb
next
from
door.
Blood.
All right, so let's go.
So unlike
Wait, I made a meme the other day. Hold on. Now that you said that, hold on. I made a meme the other day. Oh God, is it that big? Hold on, I need to shrink it. It made me remember that I made a meme. So politics is banned from my channel, but I did make a political meme the other day. That's more of a gamer meme than a political meme, so I hope you're ready for it. See? I hope you like my meme. That's Melania. I mean, Caleb. As everyone clap for me. Everyone clap. I made a good meme.
round Y and a ninja capacity, which focus more on a singular trend or aesthetic, Wall carries clothes from a range of designers that reflect a few different trends.
The concept of the store is Japan in 10 years.
It's also one of Rinrin's favorite stores, and in fact, the dress she's wearing here is actually from Wall. But what we were searching for was an outfit that would exemplify what Rinrin
I really just want to
described
go
as the
shopping at La
colorful
Forêt
layered
so
trend.
bad.
All right, well, let's get to it.
Yeah.
So one of the objectives of this trend
I
is
might
to
be
just
hype,
wear
but I
a
wanna be
lot of
fashionable.
different garments,
I have a lot of red
Piling
dresses,
on As
actually.
many clothes as you can.
and oftentimes with extra
I like to wear a lot of
appliques or
red and
fabric
black.
stitched onto or hanging off of the layered garments.
What do you even
Tulips?
call this? Maybe they're like napkin flowers.
Lotuses.
No, lotus are more open, I think.
That's
You know,
kind
I
of
have no
cute.
idea.
Yeah, what do you?
Orchids?
We never did figure out what kind of flower it is. My best guess is a campanula flower. Don't at me. But regardless, we needed to find a bottom to complete our first option.
Whoa. Oh my gosh, it's like pants but pants.
Wow.
Pants?
They're pants that have been eaten by other pants.
Hey,
Extended
is there
pants.
pants,
And yes,
but like
they are also
pants?
littered with embroidered mice. I needed to try them on.
You've
Wait,
heard
I
of pizza
love the
rat.
mice.
Have you heard of thigh rat?
What is pizza rat?
Pizza rat's the rat that like was
Yeah.
dragging an entire piece of pizza in the New York
I
subway.
love the
Subway,
mice.
yeah.
While shopping, we
They
also
already need more
encountered
pants
another
for your
aspect of
pants.
the trend, which is that a lot of the items are loose and oversized.
Look at those sleeves.
Yes.
God.
It's not quite a bat wing, it's almost like a manatee's flipper.
I'm not sure we could, in
Manatee.
good conscience, follow up the mice pants with the manatee jacket, but we did find another oversized item. This
Oh, I like
long and
that
patchworked
top.
t-shirt.
Well, you know, I
Oh,
like
you
the
know what?
black
That looks
one.
like a baggy 90s teenager.
Yes, almost like the guys at Cher's high school in Clueless.
And to pair with it, we grabbed some also patchworked jeans. And for our third option,
I
we
love
wanted
oversized
to try something
clothing.
that was
I
a
always
little
say
more
that. I always
vibrant
say
to
that,
make
but
sure we got
I'm a
to
big
the
fan of
colorful
oversized
part
clothing.
Of the colorful layered look.
Oh, that's really
Super
cute.
Yeah. I like the pink, but I want to layer something over it.
Of course, we must.
We must.
So Rinrin grabbed this dusty rose slip from off of another hanger.
We couldn't find another layering piece, so we're
No.
just we're DIYing.
Yes.
And with that completing our
Right.
third outfit, we began
Like
attacking
layering
our pile of clothes.
oversized.
Oh,
Interesting textures, Prince.
I love the rats more than I thought I would.
If
I
you could
love
take a
the rat
second to
pants.
Not look at the
Wait,
extended
they're so
mouse
wide.
pants, Rinrin and I also really liked the top.
It's very spring.
I'm a blooming flower.
And though I'll say I did enjoy the rats, I think it just
I would put on your
overpowered
5X
the other
hoodie.
layers
Give me your
too much.
5X
It's
hoodie,
not
I'll wear
called
it.
the
I'll run away in
colorful
your
rat
5X
trend.
hoodie.
So we
Try
moved
to
on
catch
to
me.
our 90s high school boy outfit.
that was kind of too light for
I
pants.
was surprised by how much
A
I
pant
liked
that
this
isn't
look.
For some reason, I feel like
panty.
pretty comfortable in it. That might be because it's a giant
It was
t-shirt.
like, it
but
had
I feel
extra
like pretty, like, yeah, like,
labels.
I could wear this around.
So if you
This
had
was
4
also a
legs,
big
that pant
hit
would be
with
for
the
you.
shop
If
staff
you had
at
4
Wall.
legs.
Oh, thank you.
That was a good reaction.
Yeah.
Who suggested we accessorize it with a bold graphic earring. Though we were feeling pretty good about this outfit, we still wanted to try our last one on for good measure, which actually turned out to be no easy feat.
It took me so long to get into this, you guys.
20 minutes.
Rin like came off like off camera and like had to help me into this. What I will say about this outfit is that the undershirt skirt thing is super cool and I love the sleeves.
Yeah.
But I think that the overlayer is like a little
I
tight
love the
on my booty,
overlayer.
no,
The
it's so
overlayer
which
is my
I
favorite
don't
part
think
in
is
this
the vibe we're
outfit.
going for.
As we
Overlayer
mentioned
just
with the
doesn't
layered
match that.
trend,
I would put
we
that
usually
overlayer with
want
something
things to be
else.
oversized and flowy. And though I think we had the right idea with the layering, unfortunately, those ideas were just eclipsed by the booty.
All right, Sophia, show us.
So we decided to go with a little bit of a mashup for our final look.
All right.
I think we nailed it.
So this
We've got it.
is the second outfit
Oh, that's
with
what
the
we wore,
jacket from the
Lolita.
first outfit on top of
I think this kind
Um,
of brings everything that we liked from the second outfit, and then
It's been
just
like a
adds
month
another
since I
layer
wore
on
it
top of
last
it.
one,
What do you think?
Lolita.
Yeah, I think this
I
is the
wore
perfect one.
So with
a
Rinrin's
BDSM
approval,
style
we got
Lolita
our
skirt
final
to my
Tokyo
mom's house a
street
month
fashion
ago.
outfit.
So now we have 3 outfits that embody like 3 different Tokyo street styles, but we don't have any of the finishing touches like the makeup.
I
and the
just
shoes,
don't
the bags
go
and stuff. So we're gonna do
anywhere.
a
I'm
little,
just mostly at
exploring
home.
and see what we can find.
And I
then
haven't
we'll,
been
see
feeling
our
as
finished
confident
looks.
these days.
For a quick shoe stop, we
I don't
dropped
think it's
by a store
confident.
called
I don't
Tokyo
know.
Bopper to pick up
I
a
need to
pair
work on
of
my
stumpy
confidence
shoes
level.
to
I think
pair
I've
with
just
the
been
mode
depressed, but the
outfit.
vitamin
And the
D
next
will
day,
help.
we went with Rinrin
Vitamin
to a
D
drugstore
and
to
soon
grab a
to be
couple
magnesium
of
will
products
help.
to put together a
And then the
Tokyo
makeup I
inspired
ordered will
makeup
help.
look.
So what I wanted
I just
to
haven't been feeling
incorporate
too
this
down.
time is a trendy like pop of color.
So it's
since
been
we're
like
heading
literally
into
a month.
summer.
The focus of this makeup look is definitely the eyes, as we added some highlighter to the lower lids to make them look bigger.
I probably wore
and used
Lolita
some
maybe
turquoise liner
once
for
a
that
month
pop of color that
on
Rinrin had
average
mentioned.
last
So
year.
you already have that droopy eye look, which is an ideal look here is to bring your eyes down. It
I don't know, I
looks
see
like
cuddle
you're
Rin more
kinder.
while
Oh,
she
that's a very
sheds
nice
and
thing to
purrs and
say. Thank
bites.
you.
We also applied some cream blush on my cheekbones and under
I don't know,
eyes.
but
hoping
buying
the
new
cream
makeup might
blush
help
will,
me
like,
because I was
bring
kind
in
of out
that
of makeup.
dewiness.
Since dewy
My
skin
mom bought
is a
me some
popular
skin
goal
makeup,
in a lot of
like
Japanese
foundation,
makeup looks.
and then I just
with
ordered
a
myself
dash
some
of
lip
semi-sheer
gloss
lipstick,
and
we were ready to go.
eyeshadow.
But this is definitely a summer look. I'm not gonna say like this is like the general like
I just don't
Tokyo
buy makeup
street
anymore
fashion
because
look.
ever
Do I look
since
summery?
ever
Like
since
a
I
sweet
lost
summer
my
child?
job,
Yes.
I don't just dress up as much.
So the first
Losing my
street
job
fashion
kinda killed
look
my
we took out on the
confidence.
town was the vintage
But-
remake outfit, which included our remade Batwing Nike top, these
Don't
fluttery
mention from
Adidas pants,
Riot.
The pants have some flair. In fact, they've got multiple flares.
and a pair of black combat boots that I had brought from home. On my face, I was rocking our pop of color summer makeup
Kind of
look,
put a lot
and
of
for
my
hair,
confidence
Rinrin had
and
gone
my
ham with some
self-worth
body
into
paints.
what I'm
The
doing.
sideburn on
And
full
since I haven't
display.
been
So
like
for this first
working,
outfit, Rinrin was able to come out
kinda
vlogging
feel
with us for a
like
bit.
You guys are the
less
Bat Twins right now.
myself.
So she could help
that
us
sounds
take
stupid.
street
I'm controlled by
snapper style photos
capitalism
of
for
the
some
outfit.
reason.
All right, don't get hits off.
In Harajuku, photographers will line up on the main street and ask passerby who they think have cool outfits on to take photos of them, hence street snaps.
If I ever go to Japan, I'm just gonna wear all my coolest outfits and walk up and down every street until someone takes my photo.
With us, like on his phone, like 3 of us.
He's just posh as hell all the time.
I think that overall, this is probably my favorite outfit.
It's definitely like more shapeless than I would usually go, but
Yeah,
besides that,
sure.
like it's pretty up my alley.
I'm not usually one to wear Nike sportswear, but that's because they tend to not have giant bat wings attached. So in this case, the vintage remake style has bridged that gap for me.
You look so dramatic but comfortable at the same time.
That is like literally exactly what I want.
This is
Can't
comfortable
believe I
vampire.
slipped back into neathood so hard.
I
I've been
have
in neat
also
for
felt at
almost.
home in this outfit because it reminded me of some
I've
of
been in
the
neat for a long
unusual
time. I don't
clothing
even want to
items
think
we've
about
tried
it
in the past.
actually.
This outfit is kind of like if the band Ruffle t-shirt and the Y Project like long sleeve denim jacket had a love child.
I think it captures a lot of the fun of the giant 4-foot sleeves without the added
Much too
danger of
long.
hitting
I
someone
need
with
it.
a large denim tube. The only real
Yeah.
obstacle I could think of with this outfit was that because there's a lot of stuff hanging off
No!
of it, it feels like
Ryan,
you could
no!
accidentally dip it right into your food or drink. All right, I'm gonna
Slipping
touch my
back
sleeves
into
up.
neathood kind of sneaks up on
I
you,
think
you
we did
know.
okay with our ramen this time, but it's definitely something to look out for. So next up was our mode look.
I'm a mode gargoyle.
I love
like a
this
Nova
look.
Babe
This
for
is my
mode?
favorite one
Hashtag
to
mode
me.
gargoyle.
For the completed outfit, I donned our white maxi shirt, asymmetric jacket,
I think this is the
wide
best
brimmed
one,
hat,
even
and
though
these shoes that
it's
we
the
got at
Caleb
Tokyo
Melania
Baka.
look.
For my makeup, I substituted the
still
pop
like
of
it.
color out for some plain black eyeliner, though I kept the cheeks flushed. Rinrin also suggested that we could slick my hair back for this outfit,
But my hair has to be curled for the wall outfit, and there's only one time
too
that
powerful.
the hairstylist could take me in, so
I'm
it's
not
curled.
going
even though this
hard.
look is color-wise definitely in my zone, I would say that it's much more
Also, it makes
formal
me
and
think of that one
structured than I
music
would
video.
usually go.
I feel kind of like a
Let's
casual
go.
Dementor.
But nonetheless, there was something theatrical about it that I loved.
She's the shadow
In
man.
particular, the hat was
Come
like
to you
the
in your
best
sleep.
prop.
Part of you is bird-like.
I think it's the beak.
Yeah.
And it kind of gave me a personal cave under which I could perform my mischief.
I'm under the brim.
I'm gonna commit this time.
I don't like it there. I need an adult.
Welcome to the dark place.
Oh my god, get out of here.
I will say it was a little sweaty, probably since it was
Sweaty.
late May, but the no
Yeah,
pants
that's
aspect
why I
made
got
it
out of
bearable at
fashion. There's
least.
too many
So I've got
sweats.
swamp bra, but not swamp butt.
But despite any swampiness,
I get swampy.
I actually enjoyed
I also get swampy
wearing
from
and
clothing.
vlogging in this outfit the most.
Maybe even though I wouldn't wear this entire
hate under boob
outfit
swamp.
together in the US, I might wear this entire outfit
Mode
together in the US.
brim.
You should.
And our final street fashion look was our colorful,
like
layered
this
outfit
one,
from
actually.
Wall, which included
I wasn't
our
feeling it when
oversized
she was in the
t-shirt,
store,
patchwork
but now that I'm
jeans,
seeing
and
it out on
yellow
the streets in the
unknown
natural
flower
light,
jacket.
I'm
So for
kind
this
of into
outfit,
it.
Rinrin recommended that we accessorize it with white sneakers that I brought from home actually because my feet are rather large for Japanese sizes. These orange earrings that we also got at
when she said about Japanese shoe size, I am literally, I think, pretty much the maximum Japanese shoe size. My feet are, I kind of actually feel lucky. My feet aren't that big. I feel like my feet are like pretty average in size for the West. But like, I can still wear a Japanese shoe, luckily.
Wall at La Forêt and some curly hair.
I also subbed in some yellow eyeliner to match our jacket. Now, for all three of these outfits, we were vlogging in the same area of Harajuku.
I'm
which
barely
happened
fitting
to be
into a
just
Japanese
few
shoe
subway
size, let me
stops
tell
away from our
ya.
hotel.
Barely.
Engaging my abs, train surfing.
So we kept going there because we knew how to get there. Though I think that this outfit matches
Yeah,
the aesthetics of
Queen,
the
you're right.
Harajuku
You're right.
neighborhood
It's
itself
better
the most
in
closely.
motion.
Like with this giant teddy bear.
Now that is some serious layering.
It's
And
because
this
that outfit is all
amazingly
about
cute
motion and
multicolored ice
flow.
cream.
It's
I
not
think
good
as it's getting more
sitting still
melty, I
like
think we should get that
that.
away from the layered clothing.
So this
Yes,
outfit
thank you
is
for the
definitely the
photo.
furthest away from my usual style, and not just because of the color, but also because of the silhouette and texture.
I'm almost just like a mountain of clothes.
Sometimes
Yeah.
outfits
Though I didn't
that are more
mind being a
artistic
moving pile of
are about
laundry.
I like how
motion
it
and
flows as I
movement,
move. I really like this
layering,
sort of like kilt at the
environment,
bottom.
color.
half kilt.
The only
There's a
thing
lot of
I
stuff
didn't
to
really
it.
like about the layered look was the effect that the layers had on my body temperature. As in, I was warm. Warmer than I was even in my full-on mode suit.
But there's a
Oh
nice
wow,
breeze coming
she
down
was
this
warm
alley.
in that
Yeah.
comparison.
Kinda like opening up the air
I had to fight the inclination to take off some of the layers.
It's supposed to be the colorful layered
I
look.
would probably
So I had
take
to
off the
stay
top
layered.
layer if
But
I
think
was
that
too
for more
hot.
everyday wear,
I'm
I'll probably
surprised
don
that
these
it's
items
that
separately,
hot.
as I like them all individually.
Specifically, I love the pants, which you can barely see
Yeah.
in this outfit.
All right, so those were my Tokyo street fashion looks. Even though these outfits are supposed to represent
That's enough of that. I have another video first. I think I have played this other video first. Normally this is not a react channel. Normally I don't react to videos. Normally that's not my style of content making, but it's really great for my throat. That's healing. I know I'm being a little
Hello,
reactor.
friends, and welcome to another
But I like these two videos in particular because I think Safia and Rinrin have good chemistry together in videos, which I would have not have expected. I like fashion. And this one is the Lolita one, and I believe they go to Q-Pot at the end of this video when I talked a little bit about the Q-Pot jewelry. So I think you guys will like this. I have shown it before though,
This week,
but it was
I'm
years
going to be
ago.
getting a Japanese Lolita makeover
Don't
in
ban
Tokyo.
me.
That's right, you might just see me in some pink. So last year on our Japan trip, I got a Tokyo makeover, where we explored some of the current street fashion trends seen in the Harajuku neighborhood, which is pretty much the
feels nice to chill
fashion
with you guys
epicenter
while
of the
yeah.
city, with many clothing
I'd like to be
boutiques,
comfy with
high-end
y'all.
department stores, and street photographers
I don't
ready
always
to
have to
snap
be a
shots of
gamer.
any fashionable people walking
don't
by,
always have to
including
use
this guy,
myself.
who's rocking it. Now, the Harajuku area is also strongly associated with some of the most well-known and frequently talked about Japanese fashion subcultures,
I like that they keep showing all this Decora looks. Decora is not that common anymore.
including Lolita, which, to put it shortly, is a very poofy
I
and
was about to
frilly
pause
style
on that
inspired
Usakunya,
by
but-
vintage fashions from Victorian England and Rococo France. And though it is very different from what I usually wear, insert reference photo of a bat here, I am very interested in trying it out. Because besides being a very striking style, it has also become an increasingly worldwide phenomenon.
whoa.
Interested in trying it out. Because besides being a very
My friend MS Paint Mouse, aka Mouseanon, showed me a picture they drew. Recently, they showed me a picture they drew from a Lolita draw thread. This is the person that they drew on the left. I need to message them later about it because I told them instantly I could recognize who they were drawing. because she was really prevalent in that era of Lolita fashion, the girl with the glasses. So I need to tell them about that.
Striking style, it has also become an increasingly worldwide phenomenon, with Lolita tea parties and Harajuku fashion walks held all around the globe. So this year, while we're in Japan, we're going to be doing a full-on deep dive into Lolita style and its community. And to do so, we're going to be joined by our friend and guide Rinrin Doll, who is a Tokyo-based YouTuber as well as a working Lolita model and enthusiast. And together, we will hopefully—
Actually, I could also pause real quick. Speaking of draw thread stuff, back in the day, I used to get involved with a lot of draw thread Lolita stuff. It's complicated to explain. I don't even know how to explain it properly. But me and my friend got drawn a few times in a draw thread for the outfits that we were. We were wearing from the cream brand leaf that I told you guys about for our nurse outfits. Let me find the images that people drew of me and my friend in our nurse themed Lolita OPs from Leaf. And you'll see what I'm talking about real quick. Because it all relates in the end. Hold on. So me and my fellow vampire Mimi have a lot of twinning outfits. Her and I buy a lot of Lolita stuff to twin with one another. And we twinned these nurse outfits. And a few people drew us in our nurse outfits when we were twinning. Let me show those pictures. It's funny that in the picture on the left, they drew me as taller than her because her and I are actually the same height. So it's kind of funny to be drawn taller as her because we're the same exact height. But it made me feel powerful a little bit. Maybe I just have tall energy, even though her and I are the same height. But a whole bunch of anonymous people drew us in our nurse outfits. I love these pictures a lot when I see them. Yes.
Be able to come up with a head-to-toe Lolita look. All right, so let's go and get Lolita-fied. So our first step once we got to Japan was to meet up with Rinrin, who arrived at our hotel
it was
in
kind of
full
funny because me and my friend are the
regalia.
same exact height, but people were drawing me taller, and I was like, what?
Modeling for about 10 years now.
Thank you so much for coming, Rinrin, to our hotel room.
Thanks for inviting me.
Oh.
Like I'm just an average height, not crazy.
I made it weird.
So it's kind of funny.
And before going shopping for our outfit, I wanted to figure out more. Sorry,
so looking at these photos,
I made it weird, sorry. And before going shopping for our outfit,
this girl's my IRL friend, by the way. Not to dox myself, you'll never find her. This is my IRL friend.
I wanted to figure out more of what Lolita is all about. Now, Lolita fashion as we know it today, Lolita fashion.
That's another IRL
and
friend.
before going shopping for our outfit,
that's an IRL friend.
I wanted to figure out more of what Lolita is
That's another IRL friend.
all about.
What the hell?
Now, Lolita fashion
forgot they were
as we
in
know
this.
it today has been around since the 90s, inspired by a variety of earlier Japanese fashion trends and
Technically,
visual
Lolita's
K-rock
been around
bands,
since the
and
late
also
70s, early
notably
80s,
bears
but it
no
has a different
relationship
name.
to the 1950s novel of the same name. As we mentioned before, Lolita draws heavily from Victorian and Rococo aesthetics, with
It's
the
funny
style
when I see my
goal
IRL
being to
friends on
blend
videos like
feminine,
this.
sophisticated, almost aristocratic looks with whimsical fantasy elements and a dash of cute. So there's a lot of lace, corsets, ruffles, and over-the-top accessories, with a couple of notable style inspirations being Marie Antoinette and Alice from Alice in Wonderland. And per Rinrin, one of the biggest defining qualities of the Lolita
I'm not
look
surprised
is the
that
overall
those photos showed up because Rinrin is also from my same Lolita community before she moved to Japan.
shape.
Basically this sort of cupcake silhouette, a lot of fluff cuff on the bottom.
So petticoats and crinolines are pretty essential. Cupcake silhouette, keep that in mind. But
Cupcake
contrary
or
to what my
A-line?
first impression
A-line
of
more so
Lolita
for
was,
classical.
pastel colors are actually not that essential, as there are many subgenres of Lolita fashion that include some of the same characteristics but have very different moods.
So you could go from anything from goth to punk to the sweet style, which is what I'm wearing, or a pop style. There's so many styles.
So while I was
So many
kind
girls
of
I
expecting
recognize.
I would
Oh, that's
end
from
up
the
with
Dear
something like what
Stalkers.
Rinrin was wearing, it
So many
turns
girls
out
I
that there are a
recognize.
lot of other
Some of the girls
options.
don't even
So I
wear
could
Lolita
wear an
anymore.
all-black outfit and
It's such
still
like
be in Lolita.
nostalgia
Yes,
going on
That's
right now.
intriguing. Now, one of the most common questions that
This girl's my enemy! Just so you know.
is
Hold on.
why do people dress like this? And a lot of Lolitas seem to say the same thing, and it's quite a simple
Wait, did I
answer.
skip
It
past
makes them
it?
happy. It's this. And a lot of now one of the most
That's my enemy! This girl right here is my enemy. I know her IRL. She's my enemy. The girl in the blue dress. She's literally evil.
that people ask about Lolita is why do people dress like this? And a lot of Lolitas seem to say the same thing, and it's quite a simple answer. It makes them happy. It's fun for them, and they like to express themselves with their fashion.
I keep seeing a lot of my friends, though. I keep seeing a lot of my friends.
Thought this clicked. This
keep
is
seeing a
how
lot of
I
my
would like
friends
to
in
see
his
myself. It's very
videos.
nice to love what you're
In
wearing
my local
and how you're
community that I
feeling
used
at
to
the
be a
same
part
time.
of.
And they often
before I
mention
went
that
full
part of the
meat.
appeal is that they're not dressing for other people's approval.
It's
The thing
definitely
about
your
being an
clothes
LA
for
Lolita
yourself. I don't
is
think
that you'll
it's
see all
very,
your
like,
friends on these
sexy.
videos.
It's not to catch a mate.
Yeah, exactly. I like that.
You're
aspect
just
of it.
having fun wearing what you want to wear, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Awesome.
selected the trend you want to wear.
Now that sounded pretty familiar to me. Yeah, your Lolita is Tyler's gym shorts.
Ah,
He did
Hey.
not wear them to attract a mate.
I get it.
He found one despite it.
Come on, hey.
Obviously, there's more time and effort that
I
goes
love that red dress, by the way. I want that red dress.
into a full Lolita outfit than Tyler's 20-year-old pair of gym shorts, but I think the idea of dressing in something that makes you feel good definitely resonates with me. Reinsert photo of Bat here. So with those guidelines sort of stylistically and emotionally set, it was
Often
about
see
time for
specific
us to
dresses
start building
available
our
for
outfit.
resale.
And our
The
quest
Lolita
started
resale
in
market
Harajuku
is kinda
at the
crazy.
La Forêt
Yeah, I
department
gotta
store,
steal it, Vortex.
whose
Let me
lowest
just
floor,
steal it!
B1.5, is almost entirely dedicated to subculture brands.
you can't go wrong on that floor. So I'd like to take you around there, and I've selected a couple shops that have a wide variety so that you can try out different styles.
Awesome. We had actually arranged to go to La Forêt before it opened, so we
wanna go
arrived
to La
around
Forêt.
8 a.m. in the pouring rain, ready to get our shop on. Our plan was to visit 3 stores and try on 2 options at each one. And first up was Habitage. Okay, so we are here at Habitage with Naho, who is one of the shop staff.
So this shop focuses on corsets, and they would like people to be closer to it and wear it in their everyday fashion.
It's funny because
Naho
actual
also
corsets
mentioned
is
that
not
in
pretty.
addition to
It's not
selling
that common
corsets,
in
they
Lolita
also
fashion.
specialize in antique style clothing and accessories. So what kind of stuff we're gonna be trying on right now?
So she says she'd like you to try on a sort of gothic looking style and then a little bit more light colored style.
And the gothic look was up first.
She wants to add this on top. Yes, an overskirt.
And besides some ruffly black items, we also needed a corset, of course. And once we had selected that, it was time to try it all on.
Would you need help?
I'll call.
Okay.
If I need it. you'll hear me yelping.
All right.
Groaning, perhaps.
Running
All right, let's do it.
help.
Unfortunately, we weren't able to do a dramatic
briefly
curtain reveal of
dabbled
our outfit
in the
because I
world
needed some
of
serious
corsetting.
hands-on assistance to get strapped in.
Suck
But
it in.
Do your worst.
it's
And from the
not really
impression
for
I
me
got from
because
my rib
depending on
cage,
the clothing,
ooh, yeah. I
corsetting
would say
has to be
Naho
for a
likes
specific
her
type of
laces
clothing,
tight.
or else it
How
just
is
kind
it?
of
Are
looks
you okay?
not
Can you still do it?
right.
But
let me
once I
tell
was
ya.
in, I did think the corset tied the whole look
I
together.
love this outfit actually, even though
Alright,
it,
so
I
this
don't
is,
think
like,
it's
look number
styled
one.
right here.
I very
So
much
you don't,
enjoy
you only
it.
have the
I
dress,
am
you don't have
very
actual
tucked in.
styling.
Yes.
I
am
can imagine myself
cinched.
wearing this
Naho is not
one.
messing around. We're in it. I also do like this kind of like rump look we've got going on here. It's sort of
bustling.
excuse me. It's sort of
I like
rococo.
that.
Why did I think you were gonna say bootylicious?
Oh no.
It's kind of like poopylicious, yeah.
My
It's
own
not-
butt is
not
my own
delicious.
ruffling.
In addition to the poofed boot, we also added a bonus choker corset, as well as a slightly askew mini flowered hat.
I'm not that into flower
I
crowns
sort
though
of feel
as
like a fashionable,
headpiece.
who's the lady from Sweeney Todd? Mrs. Lovett. I kind of feel like a fashionable Mrs. Lovett. Like I could be in.
You
cahoots
guys
with the
keep
murderous
watching
barber.
this while I pee,
To
okay? I
round
gotta go
out the
pee
look,
real quick.
We added a
Let
few
me go
pieces
pee.
of
You keep
jewelry,
watching. I
including
pee.
this finger
I'm
thingy.
not
That is something
peeing.
like a Marvel
I
movie.
gotta pee.
Yes. It's kind of like the infinity single ring.
It's like the infinity index finger.
As well as this almost fairy-like ear cuff. I'm getting kind of a Lord of the Rings vibe.
You just win a little Arwen.
Yeah. I think with that, they were finally pleased with the amount of things I was wearing.
Very good.
You like it?
どう？
Sticky. And I was also generally pleased. I mean, I definitely feel a little short of breath, but I also feel good in it, so it's hard to say. So that was option number 1. Now for our second outfit, Naho put me in a lighter corseted look to give us our first taste of some pastel. Ooh. All right. So this is option number 2 from Abiatage. Now this isn't necessarily a traditional Lolita silhouette, but it does have some Victorian vibes, especially with the sort of nightgowny duster coat that I could grab and be outraged with. Like I almost feel like I need like a chaise lounge to like faint upon. I'm like, scandalized, how dare you? Excuse you. So I would say that it was more of a Victorian pajama look. One thing I will say is that my cleavage is definitely making an appearance.
Magical appearance.
I think Naho has created it with her masterful corset skills.
Yes.
谷間なほが作ってくれたんだって。She said you have it already.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was just hiding somewhere much further down. Now, most Lolita looks actually have quite high necklines and don't really feature cleavage. However, since I usually don't have much, I wasn't mad. But though I enjoyed this outfit, I am a big fan of like an outer layer. I think that this was more of an alternative Lolita look, so I wasn't sure that this was the one for us. And though we still had the first outfit as one of our possibilities, it was time to continue on to store number 2. Okay, so now we are here at Atelier Pierrot, which is actually just like a few sort of steps down from where we just were. And we are here with Mai, who is one of the shop staff today. Now, Atelier Pierrot is a select shop that carries Gothic and Lolita items, and when people mention Alice in Wonderland as a style icon, I think you really get a sense of that here, with like serious cupcake and Mad Hatter vibes. So let's get started.
Yeah.
Where should we begin?
じゃあ着替えましょう。着替えましょう。お願いします。
Mai pretty much immediately grabbed the dress she wanted off the opposite rack, which was a long, layered, dusty lavender gown.
So it's a little bit summery because of the sleeves are shorter.
I also feel
this
the
is-
sort of breathable material. I like that.
So this one first.
Okay, perfect. So I was quickly whisked away to the dressing room with my
Rin came back
stockings
with me
following
from the
close behind.
bathroom.
We have tights
Rin
for you.
out at me a
Oh, great.
lot, so she's
Thank
mad.
you. Now, one thing to note is that although I usually do okay getting into Japanese-sized clothes, my feet are a different story. So I brought a few of my own shoe options from home, and Rin and Mai unanimously chose the 6-inch platform ones, which is fine, but they do also make me a giant. So just everyone
Sometimes
be
you just
prepared.
gotta be a giant and wear the tallest platforms possible.
I can walk. I'm good. I'm
I
good.
love wearing platform shoes.
Though at least I was a supposedly cute giant. I like this a lot, actually. It's
do
quite
like that
comfortable.
dress,
I like this
too.
sort of like easy, almost like baby doll silhouette.
I like the stockings a lot too.
The stockings are super cool. They're kind of
Those
like
are
haunted
really
mansion.
big.
Next up, Rin outfitted me with some
I don't
wrist
think I've worn
cuffs.
anything
Now we're matching.
larger than 4 to 5 inches.
Why do these make me feel like a cat? Like I feel like I have paws now. And then I squatted down so they could add a lacy necklace. This is a thigh workout. Oh, and a
beautiful.
mask?
For your head.
Or for my head. It's just, you know,
Platform
I'm just
shoes
leaving
and
the
hoodie.
masquerade,
Sure.
so it's just sort of askew. I thought this outfit was really cool, and I did feel kind of like an elegant basketball player-sized porcelain doll
basketball.
come to life, which I think is part of how you're supposed to feel
I think
with
this girl
Lolita,
is really
like a
tall,
little
though.
vintage
I don't know
and
how
a little
tall she is, but she
fantastical.
seems
But
very
Mai and
tall.
Rin had further plans for me and quickly handed me their pick for our second option. All right, Here we go. Once more into the breach, which was made up of a black blouse and a blue pinafore overdress.
Oh, this is cool.
I love this one.
I feel like
kind
I
of like a pirate?
Yeah.
Like a sort of like
I have a
gothic
similar
Lolita
style
pirate?
dress,
I feel
but
like I
it
could
has
get
a
into
different
that.
Japanese
I guess this is more of an Elizabeth Swann than an Alice in Wonderland, but there were definitely some fantasy elements at play.
Arr. Arr. Oh, I need like that single index finger ring from a Biotage. I'll be like, arr.
Oh, little
I do like that
Yeah,
ring
exactly.
style
Very
too.
good.
It's all coming together.
I like
But
the
before I
knuckle
could
duster
start
style of
plundering,
ring.
Mai and Rinrin moved in with the accessories.
Do you got any booty for me? Any loot? Any puffed snacks?
Rinrin, could we give Sophia an eye patch?
I also like eye
アイパッチない
patches. Funny enough.
ありますなんかつけていいのかなって
Is she getting an eye patch?
Yeah.
See, eye
I still
patches.
can't believe they had an
Fashionable eye
actual eye patch to
patches.
try on.
It's a Lolita eye patch. Oh my god, it's happening.
But after the elven ears and infinity index fingers, I guess I shouldn't have been all that surprised.
Is this a look?
It's a
Yeah.
look.
It is a look, yeah.
Is it a good look?
Is it the look?
Unfortunately for me, I don't think it was the look.
Is it going from super kawaii to like meh kawaii?
I prefer no eye patch.
Yeah, I think that's probably the call.
But minus the eye patch though, I really did like this look.
I think this really suits you. I like the color on it.
Do you guys like this better than the purple dress?
I do.
So I think that this outfit might have been
like
moving
eye
into the
patches, yeah.
front runner position for us.
We're just following.
But we still did have one final store left to
Angelic
visit.
Pretty.
So we are here at Angelic Pretty with Aya and Lime, who are two of the shop staff who are going to be.
Now this dress, this blue dress right here, was all the rage when it first came out. People were doing so many retro style vintage looks and like trying to do like roller skate waitress looks with
helping us
it.
out today. Now, Angelic Pretty is the brand that Rinrin has been working with for a long time, and they're well known for the sweet Lolita outfits that they sell. And per Aya, Lime, and Rinrin, the store's motto is,
For the little boys and girls inside of us who dream of being princesses.
which I think is a pretty different vibe for me.
When I was a little girl, I wanted to be Snow White, who's got the blue and the yellow. But now I'm more of a Maleficent.
Yeah.
Yes. Great. Well, the store looks awesome. It's very pink, but I'm willing. I'm open and ready and willing. So let's do it.
I have a
So
few
we started
Angelic Pretty
searching for a
dresses.
couple of sweet Lolita options, sort of literally.
I love the food on this one.
Yeah.
Popcorn, cherry soda, and marshmallows. I could get down with
See,
that.
this one
Alright,
is the
so
one
why
that
don't we
everyone
try
is
on
doing
this one
retro
then?
style.
Looks like Aya's wearing a
with.
similar one too.
Oh yeah, you have the same
Different
one on.
color.
Popcorn, marshmallow, strawberry milk. It's making me hungry.
I'm really hungry.
So they gave me a blouse to put under my pinafore and sent me to the dressing room.
Farewell.
It's
Look
also
at this giant curtain.
really rare to be able to film in the Lolita booths of La Forêt. You have to have special permission.
Hi.
And I gotta say, it was kind of poetic. I went into a giant curtain of pink, and I came out as a giant curtain of pink.
Hello.
Wow.
This is me.
As always, of course, Rinrin had many accessories for me, including some that were food themed, as well as, surprisingly, some shoes.
It fits.
My foot is in. It's a Christmas miracle.
Yeah.
And we
And
finished off the
Angelic Pretty's
outfit
shoe
with a
size
hair
can go
ribbon and a
little bit
purse.
big.
How do you feel?
I feel a little warm, but overall, I feel like I'm in the right zone. Like, I feel like I've got the right elements going. I've got the blouse, I've got the pinafore, I've got something in my hair, the bag, little socks. So I feel like I'm like suited up. And I, once again, love my little wrist cuffs.
In fact, I was very impressed by the wide variety of wrist cuffs that Angelic Pretty had to offer.
Oh, look at the bunny.
Oh, I like the bunny
Oh, those are
ears.
awesome.
Those are pretty awesome, yeah.
Oh, don't look at my naked nails. Everyone has much better nails than mine.
Gosh, having like nice nails like that is also so Lolita and Gairu.
So with one sweet Lolita look test-driven, we had just enough time to try one more outfit, as at that point, La Forêt was starting to open.
Ta-da!
Wow.
I like this one.
You are poofy.
I like this one a lot. I'm very poofy.
Yes.
We added 2 petticoats.
You're double pettied right now?
I'm double pettied.
Wow.
Double petted up.
Apostrophe dip.
Now I quite liked the elegant fish pattern on this dress.
Also, Rinrin and I think, have matching
Oh, yes. I used this dress for reference on a mood board recently, actually. Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Which I'm excited about. I then got basically NASCAR pit stopped into my accessories. Double fisting. I'm into it.
Double wristing.
Double wristing, that sounds better.
Yes.
Which finished off our final outfit option. I was very impressed by just how poofy I was.
So I have a similar, I might have actually these exact socks, but in black. I need to double check that they're the Angelic Pretty ones or if they're the Taobao knockoff ones.
I feel like a belle.
And I think that really brought together the classic Lolita cupcake aesthetic that we had heard so much about.
I actually like this one on you a lot.
Me too. I think I actually prefer it to the food one, even though I am still wanting food.
But now that we had tried it, it was time to evaluate all of our possible options and decide on what we wanted to wear. So let's do that. So we had tried on a lot of different outfits, but in the spirit of what we had mentioned before about finding something that I would like to wear that I believe expresses me through it while still being Lolita, we settled on our gothic pirate look from Atelier Pierrot. Now, of course, I'm not literally a pirate, but I feel like in a fairy tale scenario, I'm more of a swashbuckler than a princess. So we went with that one, with a few small tweaks.
All right, Rin found me a new shirt, and it has a bat wing sleeve. I'm gonna be a pirate bat with no eye patch, but a wing.
Pirate.
A pirate. Pie bat. What?
We also added a corset from a Biotage.
What do you think?
I like it a lot.
Yeah, I like this one.
Can you breathe?
No.
As well as a few more pieces of jewelry.
I feel like I'm marrying you now.
All right, so after a little bit of shopping, I think we have the final outfit in these two very large, almost sacks. Yours is a bag. Mine is more of a sack.
I'm so excited.
I'm
It's
excited
very
too.
cute.
So next up, we're gonna be doing makeup and hair and completing the look.
So the next day, we rounded up our outfit haul and headed over to the Shinjuku area to Shantagram. Okay, so we are here at Shantagram, which is a hair salon that has a large Lolita clientele because of the styles that they do, with Linda, who is a hairstylist, as well as a Lolita herself. And Linda was gonna be
That's
tackling
how
my
Lolita
mane
makeup is
and
always
giving it
pretty
an
wild,
appropriate
like the
due.
spooky
And
cute
as for
with
my
big
makeup,
eyes.
Rin was actually going to be the one to scale the mountain that is my face. What?
Rin is today outfitted in a gothic, what do you call it, a gothic Lolita style?
Oh, but also the
Pretty
hairdresser
gothic Lolita
scissor
style.
necklace makes me
Linda
think
says
of
yes.
my own scissor
Linda says yes,
as
goth,
well.
Just to kind of match my vibe. So I popped on my outfit, minus the corset, and stuffed my petticoated self into a chair.
I'm just like, kind of like
That dress does
floofing out of it.
well.
I'm kind of like bread in a can right now.
So I could get my makeup did. Now Rin's vision for the look was something dramatic and
This style is okay-ish, but this influencer that I paused on is a part of a sex cult.
purple to complement my dark outfit. Now I think overall, Lolita makeup follows general Japanese makeup trends, but just more exaggerated. There are some pretty extreme looks out there, but I think the general rule is that you just don't want your face to get lost in your bonnet.
It's just all about balance.
So first up,
Balance,
Rin
balance,
used some
balance,
purple and
always
gold
key.
eyeshadow to give me a bit of a smoky eye.
Let me see. Cute.
And she was pretty liberal with the dark shadow all around the socket.
We are going for that sunken eye look.
So the jet lag
It's
was
true,
perfect.
it does get
Yes,
taken
you'll have
quite
natural.
seriously.
Natural bags.
I can even be a little bit
Natural
judgmental myself.
And she also added some red
but
blush, like really
I
high up
feel
my
like I'm
cheeks
pretty
to
balanced.
emphasize that pulled an all-nighter vibe. After that, we popped on some long fake lashes.
This is my come hither look.
And finally added a dark blotted lip with a faint bit of gold at the center.
All right, so what do you think?
We're done.
Oh, wow. This I see
My
a lot
biggest thing
right
about
here.
fashion
I love
is,
it.
you know,
Yes.
I look
is
so
being
different.
yourself,
Amazing.
being
It
creative,
looks great. You did
and
a great
having
job.
fun.
Thank you.
Yeah,
First
I
of
love
all.
it. Hello.
And with our makeup look done, our next step was the hairstyle.
So, Linda, what's our plan for the hair today?
Today it's corset hair.
Is that kind of like what Rin has with the ribbons?
Don't ask too
So
many
I'll have my
questions,
hair be
Ryan.
corseted, my waist be corseted, and my ankles be corseted.
corseted everywhere.
Did.
Now for this look, Linda basically started separating my hair into multiple braids and then lacing those braids together with ribbon. So my scalp almost resembled a bodice.
Oh, interesting. So you're like corseting my braids together.
Yeah.
I get it now.
This is a current hair trend that's popular amongst
I've done this
Lolitas
to my
that
hair
Linda does a
before.
lot.
This hair lacing, I try to do it to myself, and I also try to make heart-shaped braids in my hair.
I am terrible at shoelaces and tying my shoes and anything
fun.
involving shoelaces. So this is way out of my league.
Now, besides corset hair, there are a couple of other staple Lolita hair looks that you see a lot, notably the hime or princess haircut, which is basically like straight across bangs
I also
with
do
two
hime,
longer
but my
side
hime's
locks that
normally
frame your
curled
face,
rather
as well
than
as
straight.
wigs, hats, and general headpieces. But I think in our case, we were getting away with just doing a lot of ribbons. And aside from those, Linda was also curling the bottom part of my hair that wasn't corseted.
I'm being doused in hairspray and I like it. Smells like apples.
And with that, my hair was done.
Oh, wow. Oh my God, look at the back of my head.
It was ridiculous. I'm very
Love it.
disappointed that I didn't say that in person.
I don't even understand what's happening there.
But Linda's skills are ridiculous.
Where does one end and the other begin? See, I told you, this is way out of my league.
So with my head fully dressed, it was time to put on the rest of my outfit.
All right, I'm preparing myself mentally. They're preparing the corset, I'm preparing my lungs.
You should hold on to something.
Yeah, I'll turn
Hold on, something.
I think I should have realized when Linda was doing my hair that she really wasn't gonna take any prisoners with the corseting.
Is it alright?
Yeah, no, it's great.
I like how you have a giant fake butt right now, Saf.
I think that's like a late Victorian style. Oh yeah. We'll look it up when we get back to the US.
From there, we added on our jewelry and stepped into my very high heels to finish off the ensemble.
How do I look, Ty?
You're like an avatar thing.
A Navi?
You're like a Navi, yeah. You're like giant and blue.
Oh, wow. I can't see my head, but I love
She's
the
too
outfit.
tall
After
for the
getting a better
mirror.
view of the whole look, I was actually feeling
Yeah,
way
that
more
guy's
Tim
holding
Burton
that
than James
ass.
Cameron.
Right now, because you're in like a hair salon,
What do you
it is
expect
kinda
him
like
to be
a
any
done.
different?
Exactly. All right, Linda, you and I are gonna go into the murdering business together.
Not only care about one thing is fucking sick.
Rin jumped in
Ruffled
to explain
asses.
exactly what we were proposing, and what I will say is that Linda seemed kind of down.
You're into it? Yeah? Oh, she says yes. Yes.
I knew there was a reason we got along. So having been fully Lolita-fied, we bid Linda adieu and ventured out into the world. Or more
Bye-bye,
specifically,
Linda.
back to Harajuku.
All right, so this is my final Lolita look. I think we ended up with a really cool goth Lolita bat pirate look. Rin, will you? Yeah, Rin's giving me a thumbs up. I was like, will you validate me? She says yes.
And in addition to our corseted pirate base, our look
I like
also
this style. Well, technically Lolita gives me more aristocrat vibes.
included the
But it's often
all-important
recommended for
petticoat,
very
these
tall
patterned
girls.
tights, a garter with a bow that fell down a fair few times, some black wrist cuffs, one ring, and 2 necklaces, which we
love
matched
that,
with
yeah.
our sunken eye
Accessories
makeup
are
look, our
nice.
corseted hair, and a pair of gray-colored contacts.
I actually feel quite good in the outfit.
There was an era, oh my god, there was an era where I was always wearing circle lenses. And circle lenses are what she just showed as colored contacts that make your eyes look bigger.
The corset is a little tight and the shoes are a little intimidatingly tall, but I'm feeling quite at home in the bat wings. And I'm also loving these wrist cuffs. I just keep like
I remember how
swirling
itchy
around.
my eyes
Beyond
would get though,
feeling
because
like this was a
those
very
lenses were
personalized
huge.
Lolita
Putting
look
them into
that
your
I
eye was
connected
so
with,
difficult.
I definitely had enough trappings of 19th century pirate to really get me into character.
Swab the poop day, as they say. That's a phrase, right?
Sure.
Shiver me timbers,
How?
Definitely a phrase.
shiver me platform stilettos.
But though I was feeling the outfit, like emotionally, there were some physical elements to contend with.
Look at these tiny steps that you're making, Saf.
Like trying really
Yeah,
hard not to
walking
tip
in like
over.
big shoes is kind of like a feat. You gotta get used to it. You
And also
gotta,
not to trip over my own feet on the
acclimate
stairs.
yourself to it.
Victory is mine.
Surprisingly though, the corset wasn't really giving me
Rocking
that many
horse-type
problems.
platforms are
actually
very
doing quite
difficult.
well in
I
the
have a
corset.
demonia
I'm
rocking
standing up
horse
straight. Give me a
goth
few more hours, we'll see
platforms,
how I feel,
and
but right now I'm
I
feeling pretty
trip.
good.
Now, while we were in Harajuku, we wanted to take our own street snap style photos of us in our gothic Lolita looks, but my shoes once more posed a challenge.
If I have like 1 foot up and 1 foot back, then it kind of evens out, right?
Yeah. This is like the perfect place for you two to take this photo together.
Exactly, we're slightly on like a slope.
And once we had those under our belt, or should I say on our
marathon
phones,
run.
it was time to move on to a common Lolita activity, afternoon tea. Now, as Rinrin mentioned in our interview, afternoon tea is a pretty typical activity for the Lolita community.
And it gives everyone a chance to dress up
I
a
love
little
going
bit
to
nicer
tea.
and to go and have an enjoyable evening or lunch together.
That said, it seems like it's less about the
I
actual
love tea.
and it's more about showing off your proverbial
having
Sunday
the tea
best
snacks.
outfit and hanging out.
It does
Afternoon
very much
tea
fit
is so
the aesthetic.
nice.
I would like to take a lot of pictures with afternoon tea sets with a tea.
Here's the twist. You only talk about the beauty guru community.
It's not supposed to be that kind of tea. It's supposed to be real tea.
And that's the tea.
Oh my god. And TikTok has made its way into our video.
Now, Rinrin had made us reservations at a place called Q-Pot Cafe in Urahara,
Yeah,
which is a
Q-Pot,
very
that's what I
charming
thought. They do
shop
go to
that has a lot of
Q-Pot,
Lolita
which have that
complimentary
jewelry I showed you
backgrounds and
guys.
seating areas.
Oh, did I mention? This month, this place has cat afternoon tea. Cat themed. There's no actual cats here.
We thought it was a cat cafe for a second,
For
but
a second.
There's a photo of a real cat.
As a part of the cat
at that
tea,
cat.
while we were deciding on what cat-themed snacks we should get,
Oh my god, look! It's so cute!
we were presented with matching cat jewelry
Oh yeah,
to wear
and while
during
you
our tea
have
party.
tea
quite the
here at the
contrast with your
Q-Pot
other
Cafe,
necklace.
they let you
Yes.
borrow
yeah, it's
the,
sort of like
the
Emily Dickinson and her
accessories.
cats.
That's dark.
And very quickly, our food and drink arrived.
You having fun, Sal?
It's so cute.
I'm excited about this.
Is tea
I wanna
time all you could
go.
ever hope for?
It is. There's less tea than I thought there would be. There's more coffee and more food.
And by food, I mean waves and waves of sweet
Looks so
snacks.
good.
Oh my wow.
Wow, this is fun.
Perfect.
You're the homemaker.
So
we get to
young.
do this.
I had a
I
really
used to go to
great
fancy
time at our
teas all
small
the
tea
time. I
party,
kinda
and I
miss
think
it.
Rinrin was correct in that it just felt like the right place to be while all dressed up.
There are actually also
see if I can
other
find some
girls
pictures
dressed in
of teas
Lolita
I've
here,
been
so
to.
this seems to be the spot.
Apparently, some combination of afternoon tea, gram-worthy treats, aesthetic surroundings, and cats
I
brings
found one
all the
picture, hold
Lolitas to the
on.
yard.
Look, we're cats.
But eventually, after finishing our tea set, posing at the surrounding booths, and exploring the other floors of the cafe,
Look, there's a giant mushroom.
Yeah, wow, look at that.
it was time for us to say farewell to Q-Pot.
All right, Sasha, change your shoes up.
I forgot Mimi and Ami and
I
I
think my
went
shoes
to
coming
this
off
one
kind of marked
place,
the beginning
and
of
this
the
is some of
end
the
of
tea
my first
sets
Lolita
that they had.
experience.
Okay, so was it a successful
That was
Lolita
really
day, Rinrin?
tasty. Yeah.
Very successful.
Overall, I
Very
really dug
tasty.
my
I
time
loved
in our
this
Lolita
one.
outfit.
There are a lot of
Find more.
elements to this outfit, and keeping track of all of the elements is definitely a task, but I really enjoy it.
As a former theater kid myself, I had a
Here's
great
another
time
one. I can take a
playing
screenshot
what
of
I
real
felt was
fast.
like a very meticulous and extravagant round of dress up.
And my ribs are hurting a little,
This one
and my
was a
feet are
holiday
definitely
one.
hurting. But my wrists are warm and cuffed.
So as for Lolita style overall, I definitely understand the appeal. I mean, the outfits and the accessories are awesome. But beyond the actual clothing, what's interesting to me is how Lolita fashion brings people together.
This is my
Because the
bag in the
emotion
photo.
and
That's my
enthusiasm
bag.
behind
I
the
have
style
this teddy
becomes like
bear
a shared
angel
passion.
bag.
As Rinrin
And this
says,
is one of the
It's like
holiday
having
teas I had
friends
gone
in
to.
different
That was really
countries that
nice.
you might have never met before, but you have this already strong bond. I love that it's fashion plus community.
And to be honest, the tea party was pretty tasty, so I get why people like that too. So when all is said and done, I could see myself wearing this look again, especially if Rinrin comes to visit us, or you know, maybe if I wanted to dress up for a performance of the Pirates of Penzance.
I'm tired.
Let's see if I have any other tea
Thank you guys so much
images.
for
Oh, this
watching,
one's
and once
nice.
again, a big thank you to Rinrin and to everyone who made our Lolita makeover possible. If you liked that video, make sure to shamash that like button, and if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to shamash that subscribe button. Here are my social media handles, and a big shout out to Hoosier Sarah for watching. Thanks for watching, Hoosier Sarah, and I will see you guys next time.
This was another fancy tea that I went to. I used to go to so many teas. Just so many teas. I probably find like endless photos of teas I've done and been to, since it was such an activity I did for a while. Sometimes I miss it. Sometimes I miss it. But I'll do more in the future, I guess. Anyway, this is, oh, let me hide that. This is where I'm gonna end for tonight. I know we've only been going just like under 3 hours, but I think I'm gonna make this a full-time series for a while. I love custard and rolled cake. What do you do at a tea party? You have tea service, which often is just tea and a tiered snacks with tea sandwiches and tea desserts and other snacks, and you just talk and eat. You know, just grab and eat with your friends and stuff. But what do you think about me making this a regular series for a while? Because today, I only touched on 2 Gothic Lolita Bibles and some of my early experiences with Lolita fashion and a few videos. And like all of that combined only equaled just under 3 hours. So like, maybe this is something we can do for a while because I have many Lolita stories and memories and lots of Gothic Lolita Bibles to look at and street snaps to look at. There's just so much into this world we can go into that can't even encapsulate like one streaming session. Even if I went for another 2 hours, we wouldn't even like be done going over everything. So I think this is like just like the first installment of many to come, and where we just hang out, talk about Lolita and Jfashion, my personal experiences, videos on the internet, street snaps, blah 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 blah. So true, comrade video. You know it. I have like 20 years experience because I'm a fucking hag and I know so much. Melody Jumbola. So like, this is something I can do for quite a bit of time, and we'll continue doing it. I'll add more to my playlist to show, more to my like, saved links and whatnot, and we'll continue doing this. Let's do this again next week too, okay? Amongst the gaming that I'll do, we'll continue with this next week because I noticed as I was yapping and getting distracted that I barely even touched upon like the first entry, you know? So true. I can't believe, like, I mean, I always have this fear of speaking so authoritatively on this subject. But then, like, as I talk, I remember more and more and more. I'm like, damn, I really do be having that in my, it all comes back, you know? It all comes back. And, like, the more we talk, the more I remember. So let's continue this next week. In the meantime, Friday we have movie night. Sunday we have more Nana reading. And in between, I'll be making recordings and other content, practicing my art. Coals rise up! Oh no! Not the seagulls! That will be fun. Maybe Actually, seagulls might be the thing of next week. Next week we'll talk about seagulls. And I'll explain what seagulls mean next week. And actually, it's so funny, comrade video, because we have such a connection through games and Lolita. That'll be an interesting conversation to have in general. So next week, we'll continue the next chapter of this saga, which also equals on how I met my best friend IRL. And it'll be an interesting one. I can talk about all these like random things. I don't know. It's all coming back to me. I kind of feel like I'm doing a post-mortem. It's like a post-mortem of my early to mid Lolita life and how I am now. It's just like, it's so much. I never thought about making Lolita content before because, well, just like the way I feel, you know? Yeah, well, yeah, you're not wrong, please. I think next week we'll bring up Seagulls and Lolita Secrets. Lolita Secrets being a live journal thing, and Seagulls being a whole entirely different thing. Because I have excellent authority over that. So, ding, ding, ding. I will note that down, and that'll be a part of next week. We'll talk about those topics as we look at more Gothic Lolita Bibles, and then we'll do some more videos. I think that'll be good. This is gonna take weeks. This is gonna be weeks of conversation, let me tell you, that I have ultimate authority of yapping on. In the meantime, like I said, Friday movie night. Sunday Sunday is Nana. And in between, I'll be doing my art practice and other video content and whatnot. And who to read? Who's online tonight? Let's see. Oh, Belza's still streaming. Let's go see Belza. She's streaming right now. Okay. I'll see you over on Belza's channel. And I'll see you later. Bye.